I request him, I bet if I request him, yeah, he doesn't accept it. He won't go live.
1400. Go.
Yes, my brother. I was just talking about you.
Hey, everyone misses you, Brian.
Huh?
Everyone misses you.
What do you mean everyone misses me? You didn't miss me.
No. Everyone in my comments section was like, Brian's live. Go live with Brian. Everyone was talking. Everyone misses you, bro.
Listen, you okay?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, bro. I'm not too bad. Just bored. So bored.
Bored, yeah. Well, the weather's not very nice, and it's quiet. This is just really quiet. So,
Weird time in it, like it's that weird time in between sort of Christmas and New Year where everything's just like there's no normal, is there?
Yeah, but it's nice though because like you get that little break. You know what I mean? Little break to spend it with your family and nice food and just relax. It's just a lovely time, I think.
Yeah, like, you've got family to spend it with, and you have nice food to eat. Then I'm sure it's really nice. If you haven't got them things, then it's just boring.
Yeah, that's what you mean. So
But
what
it's
you been
like,
up to? Because you got your coat on.
yeah, I'm in pizza shop. I'm getting some pizza.
Oh, pizza.
Yeah.
You eat pizzas?
Yeah, why? Because I'm Muslim. I'm not allowed.
No, nothing, nothing to do with that. No, I'll tell you why I say that. Right, I think the last time I had a pizza when I was about 16. That was years ago. I don't. If it meant that I had to have pizza, I'd make it myself.
Yeah,
That's how I am.
I don't. Not any pizza. Yeah. So like, there's a hierarchy of pizza. Yeah. And in this hierarchy of pizza, there's a top tier. Yeah. And in this top tier, there's Domino's, Pizza Hut, and Top's Pizza. Anything else but top tier pizza is dead pizza. You might as well. But
Scotty, are you in London?
Luton.
Oh, Luton. Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
not nice.
Nah, Luton's shit, man.
Is it?
Yeah, there's only one reason to come Luton. That's to get on a plane and get the fuck out.
You know what I mean? Where you live, you have to appreciate where you live and thank God for,
Oh, of course, always.
It doesn't matter where I am. I'm going to appreciate where I am. Look. You say that about Luton. Yeah, but I've actually. I'll tell you what. I used to be a store detective, and at the time they had but they used to have live. Used to be CDs out on display, so they needed a store detective. Right, I think that was the last time I was in Luton. Yeah, and seriously, and people was putting CDs in their pocket in front of me, right? And this is true. When I tell my stories, right, people don't believe me, and the amount of people that I caught because they didn't, they look at me and they think, I'm a black guy. There's no way I'm going to be a store detective. And I was just watching them, and the amount of people that I caught.
That's a bit
That's the last time I was in Luton. Yeah, but it didn't seem that bad to me.
Well, you came here and saw loads of people trying to nick CDs, bro.
Yeah.
No one's cool.
There's quite a mixture in Luton, isn't there?
Not really. It's Muslim.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, yeah. Mainly Asians and that in Luton. Yeah.
Pakistani and Bangladeshi is they make most of the population in Luton.
Yeah, so I'm from East London.
Okay, big bad
Yeah.
East. Are you one of these people that actually live in Essex but say you live in East London?
No. I'm East London, man. No, East London.
Sure.
Well, Essex. Most of the people in from Essex are from East London.
Oh,
so that's why.
Them.
No. I'm very close. I'm not far from Ilford. That's the closest to Essex I am. Is in Ilford. and Ilford doesn't come under Essex. Well, I'm not sure if it does, but yeah, most of them, those people from Essex, they used to live in East London, and they moved out to Essex. Obviously, they made a bit of money, and they wanted to move.
You know what I see? I see loads of like wannabe man rappers. They want to rap about like bad man stuff, but they live in Essex. You can't rap about bad man stuff if you live in Essex. So what they're trying to say, they actually live in East London. They don't.
Listen, I'll tell you what. I wouldn't underestimate people from Essex. Seriously. Because
No.
they coming from East London and places like that, right? They know, right? The rough and tough. Seriously, I wouldn't underestimate them.
my dad's a West Ham fan, yeah. So I grew up West Ham and with some real Essex boys, yeah. But the Essex boys, they don't play gangster, yeah, like these rappers do. Yeah, like they're like Essex is a serious place for football hooligans. That's where that came from, and the whole nightclub scene and the whole like rise of the foot soldier generation. Yeah, like that was tough. That was rough. Like that's the generation my dad's from. Yeah, he was there in them. Yeah. But then like you get this like new generation now of little hoodies, bad boys. I know I've got my hood on, but I don't class myself as a hoodie. Yeah. But you get the little hoodie bad man that want to do their little raps on the internet, and because they live in Essex, they try and say they live in East. But really, they are Essex boys.
Well, you know, Essex guys are not really the hood rats type of thing. They love their nice suits, their nice, casual wear, and like to look good. That's them type of guys, you know what I mean? They're Jack the lads.
White t-shirt, blazer, black trousers. Yeah.
When I was younger, I used to it tells you how old I am. I used to go around with a lot of white guys, right? And they were like mods, so we're all mods. So I mean, that type of music, the scam music and everything. The scam music came from Jamaica.
I can see the black bomber jacket with the orange inside and the Dr. Martin.
No. You see, there was two types. No, there was two types. There was them types, and the ones that wore the suits, the hat, the glasses, and everything. I was one of them. I was, more that sort of style. Yeah, great times.
Dr. Martens they was like the racist group, innit?
You did get some, but the thing is, you did. But what I noticed with them guys is that they were. I don't know if it was, even the skinhead guys, right? If you was a different nationality and they knew you, they would just treat you like a brother. But at the same time, they would attack people like you. That's what didn't make sense to me,
Like racism, like casual racism, like you was expected to be okay with it, like it's just like, do you know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying. I'm a type of guy. If I see something happening, I'm not gonna stay quiet. I'm gonna say, "What are you doing? You can't do that."
You're Brian, 44. You get your phone out, and be like that.
Not in them days, there. Yeah, so that's the thing. And it's like I say to all these people that make these bad comments, right? If they were in trouble. Right, even the ones that make the bad comments, I'm not going to stand it. If I see something happening out there, I'm not going to stand it. I'll tell you what, Scotty. George Floyd, where he was handcuffed and he had the police on his neck. I was sitting with my missus who were watching it because that was shown everywhere, and I said, "Why are those people just standing there? Why are they just standing there like that? Just shouting, but just standing there." And I said,
Brian, the police out there have guns and they are very...
That's exactly what she said. She said, "Listen, they've got guns." I said, "I don't care. If it means me getting shot to defending someone, I'm going to do it." He was ready in handcuffs. Why you got your foot on his neck? I don't stand for things like that. I don't care. I don't think about I'm not going to be thinking about my life then. Okay, I will push him off that person and say, "Listen, he's in handcuff. Okay, I'm not here to cause any problems from you, but I don't want you to see you take that person's life." I'm not going to stand there and accept that.
You see how calm...
So, Scotty, so we was having discussion, and I said, "Look, I don't want to diss Americans, right? But Americans act like they're so tough and they're so bad, right? But when it comes to it, right, they worry more about themselves than anything else. Why would you stand there and let that happen? You can't do that. If someone's getting attacked on a train or getting attacked on the street, don't stand there. Intervene. Don't, you know what I mean? That's how I am.
I hear you, but one the Americans, yeah, is that like imagine you stood there and said, "Hold on, this isn't acceptable. Why are you doing that to him?" And then some white angry policeman pulled his gun out, put it in your face, and said, "Get on the floor, motherfucker!" You're gonna be like, "Oh my god!" Like you're not used to that, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's fine as long as he's moved his foot from his neck. That'll be fine for me. I don't care. You know, if I can stop someone from, he's lost his life, right? Because, and you know what people say he was a bad person. Of course, we're all sinners. People do things, but who gives that police officer to take a life? No one gives that person the power to take a life. So, Shino Bistara, real talk. Yeah, that's it. Real talk.
real talk.
Sniper Monkey says this guy is like Ian Moore. Who's Ian Moore? Never heard of Ian Moore.
Ain't that? No, I don't Ian Moore. That's that fat guy, isn't it?
What?
How can you say I'm like Ian Moore, you waste man?
No, it's talking about me.
Oh, that's what. Oh, saying you're like, bro, you're not like Ian Moore.
Who's Ian Moore? I don't know him.
Oh, he's that big fat guy, big fat white guy.
No. What? He's on here?
Yeah, I don't know. I think he might be permanently banned now. But like Mr. UK TikTok, everyone's saying he got banned. Did he get banned?
Who?
Don't say who. He's Mr. Celebrity. Everyone knows him.
I don't know. I don't.
No, Brian. He's a celebrity. Self-proclaimed celebrity.
I don't know. I don't know. To be honest,
he would be very disappointed to hear you say that.
So why did he get banned?
I don't know. That's what I was asking.
That's what I'm saying. 1 minute, someone's on, and next minute you don't see him. So I know from what's happened to me is that obviously they've said something or done something or whatever, and that's it. They get banned, and that's it. You know?
Like I've been
what's
banned.
frustrating? Go on.
I've been banned like 100 times. I always get it back.
Do you know what? I think with yourself, you've got quite a lot of followers, and but mere mortals like me, they could take my account at any time if you get multiple violations.
Do you know how I get my accounts back?
How?
I pull up to the offices and bang on doors. You think I get special treatment because I've got more followers? No. I bang on doors, bro. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. It took me 2 years to build up this account. When they take it off me, I Google TikTok offices in the UK and I drive to them and I bang on doors until they give it back.
See, that's what I like. You're the kind of guy I like. That's the way you do it.
You're not taking it from me unless I am willing to let you take it. Simple as that.
Yeah. But why should they take it, man? You know what I mean? You've built up your followers and stuff like that. Well, why should they take it for silliness?
Yeah, it's true.
And what I don't want to do, Scotty, I don't want to be making another account. I'm not that way,
Yeah, I must admit, you're like once you're used to like a certain amount of interactions, and then like you have to restart and you don't get them interactions anymore. It's very disheartening, and it just makes you think like, fuck it, I can't be bothered. Well, I've never sat in the passenger seat of my car before. It's well small in here.
I've done that a few times. It's kind of weird when you sit in the passenger seat, isn't it?
Oh, weird. I feel like a giant, bro.
yeah. You know why? Because where you've been sitting in that seat, right? It sort of lowers, and you have to lower it. Yeah. Just think, right? Your passenger was probably thinking that all the time they've been in there, but too polite to say, "Look, can I lower it?"
I'll be honest. No one gets a car apart from my kids, and they're small anyway. That's probably why it's set like that.
You got leather seats?
I've got the red levers.
I've got red levers in mine.
Red levers.
That's beautiful, man. Red levers.
Look,
I tell you what.
Look at this pizza, bro. Yeah. You can't make a pizza like that at home.
Of course you can.
Not like, look at the mozzarella. Look how the mozzarella's gone, bro.
Yeah, that's just in the bacon.
Bacon?
The bacon, how you bake it.
Oh. Yeah, but have you got an oven that cooks it like that?
Listen, you can turn food into how you want to turn it.
You need to give me some cooking lessons.
Well, I'll tell you what, when I was younger, because I was always sick when I was young, So mum used to say, right, my brother used to go out, and she used to say, look, I don't want you to go out and get ill, and I did. I used to catch cold and stuff
Did
like
you
that
have
very
like
easy. Hmm?
you had a low immune system?
Yeah, and my mum
I
says, and she used to show me everything. She used to say, Brian, just call me Brian. She used to say, come, let me show you how to cook. So I said, Mum, but why do I need to cook? She said, one day you might be living on your own, okay, and you should be able to cook. And she taught me how to
yeah,
cook. My dad used to cook. He used to do all the cooking, most of the cooking. My dad, you know.
for real.
So that's how I
Yeah,
learned to cook.
I never had a mum and dad to show me stuff like that.
No.
No, which is why I eat shit all the time.
Hmm. Why? What happened to your mum and dad?
They there. They just never showed me nothing.
Are you Turkish?
No, I'm
Oh,
English.
are you English? But what are your parents?
English.
Seriously?
Mm.
But you look like you've got like a mixture in you. No, seriously, I'm serious.
What mix? What mix do I look like?
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I asked if you was Turkish, because you look that sort of side. What about your
So
parents? Have they got you know
my
family that are
my dad's half Scottish.
okay? Right.
My mum's a quarter Irish.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm like fully British, man.
Yeah. My grandfather on my mum's side, he was Scottish.
Mm.
Yeah,
I've never,
he was Scottish.
I've never been there. I'd like to go though. Scotland's supposed to be like the people in Scotland are supposed to be really nice and friendly.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you been?
No, I've never been. Do you know? Oh, it goes back way back, but most Jamaicans have got Scottish names. Did you know
Yeah,
that?
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah. The majority of Jamaicans have got Scottish names. A lot of them don't even know that it
Like,
comes from Scottish.
like what?
Um,
Give me some examples of Scottish names.
Campbell, Brown, Lawrence, Macintosh. Loads of
No,
Scottish names in Jamaica.
no.
Lee, um, they'll probably come on here and tell me some of the names. But all you Jamaicans out there, your name, that's right, slavery, someone says that. Yeah, it was what it was. Yeah, it's true. You had the Scottish overseers that were sent to the West Indies, and they were like overseers. So a lot of the slaves took their household name. That's why most Jamaicans have got Scottish names. Not a lot of Jamaican people know that.
I didn't think Scotland got down like that.
Yeah, yeah. Lots of things happened in the past. I'm telling you, lots of
Yeah.
things.
So where are you from? Where's your family go back, roots from?
Both Jamaicans.
Jamaica, you know?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was
When
born
was
in
the,
Jamaica.
when was the last time you was in yards?
Long time, long
Yeah,
time.
I was
Yeah,
there. I went to Jamaica about 6 years ago. Beautiful
mm.
country.
Beautiful. Some of the people let the country down, man, because you
Same
know,
as every,
uh, most people won't like me saying this, but when it was under British rule, it was a lot better. You know, okay, they're trying their best and it's improving gradually and gradually, but I feel, I'm a little bit, I'm feeling a little bit about Barbados because they've now gone independent. So,
okay.
and Barbados is a beautiful country. So I hope it doesn't go down with the independence. So,
Mm.
because that's what normally happens. Once a country gets independence, it sort of goes down. So, you know,
I don't know. Maybe that's the way that they want to portray it because, like, who's giving them independence? Usually, the Western world. The Western world doesn't
yeah,
want you to think. I don't
yeah.
know.
But then what happens after that? Then that country gets influenced by another country. That's what happened to Jamaica. Once we Jamaicans got independence, we started to get the American influence, and that's
Mm.
when things started to change. So anyway, who am I to say anything? Barbados might end up being better than it was. Let's hope so. You always want the best.
For real. Right. What I want to do, Brian, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna I'm gonna let my comment section give me some
Hmm.
questions. I'm gonna interview you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
You up for
Okay
that?
then. Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
Someone says it is not a pepperoni, it's a salami.
Okay, so this is a beef pepperoni.
Right, okay.
It's not pork. But right,
Yeah.
comment section, give me some good questions, and we're gonna interview Brian Baker 44. We're gonna do an interview if we get enough questions.
Someone says, Mr. VV said, yo, Denzel Washington wearing glasses. Look, I've got a mate, right? I've got a
That's
mate.
a
I'm not going to say his name. He looks just like Denzel Washington. I call him Denzel. He loves it. When I call him that, he loves it.
Someone's asked, like, there's a few questions here, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, this first one, I think it's a little bit offensive. Do you want me to ask it anyway?
Go ahead. As long as there's no swear words.
Okay. How is your hairline so bad?
How is what?
Your hairline so bad?
My hairline, listen, it's not as bad as it looks. It does go back quite a bit, but my
The
my
camera
phone,
reduces it 4 inches. That's what I heard.
yeah, my phone, it blows up. If it's not my face look big. And I've got a big face anyway, but it's not that big. But it blows it up. It's like, if you can see my hands there, so it blows it up and it makes it look bigger than really what it is. But yeah, I've lost my hairline a long time ago. When I was younger, I used to plait my hair. So cane rolls. So that stretches it back anyway.
Yeah.
I used to relax my hair. I did all that. But
How
the
did
thing
you?
is,
Did you stroke it and sing to it?
what's that?
How do you relax your hair? Do you stroke it and sing to it?
No, they put like a cream in there.
What, like relaxation cream?
Yeah, and that relaxes it.
Is it like a numbing cream or?
No, it's sort of straight, not so much straightens it, but you can get it where it can be extra curly and stuff like that. It sort of lightens it because we've got really, really coarse type of hair, so that cream sort of lightens it,
Okay.
that type of thing. So I did all that when I was younger.
What are your thoughts on the police?
My thoughts. Well, most people know my thoughts on the police is that the police in this country, we don't want the police in this country to be like America. We want the police to be approachable, respectful, and professional. And a lot of people say that you hate I don't hate the police. I don't hate anybody. I don't, but if I'm speaking to an officer and the officer wants to give me directive, no police officer can tell you what to do unless you've committed a crime or you're about to commit a crime.
No.
If you are an ordinary person of the public, that police officer has no powers over you. You're just the same as a police officer. No different.
Did you? Yo, Brian, I'm gonna go off topic. I saw a video on here yesterday. It was a 3-part video, right? But this young black lady who was shopping with her son, and then the security guard and manager approached her before she left and accused her of stealing chocolate, right? So she was like, I haven't stolen no chocolate. I'm here with my kid. And to be honest, I haven't even left the store yet. So even if I do have it, like, you can't do, like, what are you even doing at this point, yeah? She's with her son. Her son was in a buggy. She was getting quite distressed. The security took her bag over to a cashier, and the cashier emptied it all out and checked it all against the receipt, and there was nothing extra. Yeah, she was going mad about it. Yeah. Did you see that?
Huh?
Did you see it?
Oh.
You didn't see it?
No.
It was disgusting, right? Because her point, they said that they thought that she'd taken some chocolate. Yeah. He said, "Oh, what chocolate have I taken?" And they obviously couldn't say, like, because they didn't know. They just basically what they done is just targeted this woman who was with her kid, and obviously because she was black. Because when, like, you look at the security guard at the end after he'd been proved wrong, like, if that was you and you'd been proved wrong, you'd be hella embarrassed, right? But he looked like he was still enjoying it, even though he'd been proved wrong, which just made me think you've done that purely and solely because of the color of her skin, like, because otherwise there would be some embarrassment there, you know. But yeah,
So
if I see it, I'll tag you in it.
But the thing is this, Okay, that security guard is wrong, and whatever supermarket it is, right? If she wanted to, she could sue them.
He
You
was saying,
cannot, you cannot approach somebody and accuse them of stealing until they've left the store.
yeah, no,
You know, what I do, right? Because I used to be a store detective and I used to do security and stuff like that. When we first, there was lockdowns and you had to, it was really, really enforced and everything like that. I never used to use a basket. So I used to bring like a bag. So what I'd do, I'd inform the security because obviously they watch you. Okay, they watch you on CCTV. They watch you. So I know that I'm aware of that. So what I approach them and say, look, I'm not going to use a basket because I don't want to pick up a basket. I'm going to put it in my bag, the stuff in my bag, and then take it out and then check out. All right. Now, even if I put all the stuff in the bag and I didn't pay for it, okay, as long as I didn't step outside the store, no
it's
one
not.
can do anything.
Yes, it's not theft until you've left the premises. Simple as that.
That's right. That's right.
Mm.
So, you know,
Have you ever experienced some racial discrimination in the workplace?
in the workplace,
Yeah.
um, if I'm going to be perfectly honest, wherever I've worked, uh, people, look, people around me are normally comfortable, okay, until they say something I don't like, and then I'm going to call them out, all right.
Mm.
And then once you call them out, they're very careful around you, okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
For
Racism. Let me just say, people have their favorites and people have their dislikes, right? Let's put it that way. If you get in the workplace, it doesn't matter what nationality you are or what you are, black, white, whatever. If you're a nice person, you're a funny person, you're a likable person, people are going to like you, whatever color you are. Okay,
yeah.
that's what I've experienced. All right. People have their dislikes, but everyone's been brought up in different ways.
You can't dislike someone just because of the color of their skin. That's like,
But people do.
yeah, people do, but like we shouldn't normalize that. We shouldn't normalize that. That shouldn't be
No,
okay.
I wouldn't normalize it. But why do you think that is? I'll tell you why that is. Because we're human beings, okay? And the thing is this, we judge by what we see. So when we see certain things, okay, right, we tend to think everybody's like that, or that race, everybody in that race is like that. Our mindset, it's not open to say, you know what, that person there's a certain color and acting a certain way, but I know
Well, I
not all
disagree
are
with
like
that.
that.
I disagree with that because I don't even see color. I don't even see color. Like I grew up on the racecourse estate in Norfolk, yeah. So I
Yeah.
had like like 5 or 6 houses of Somali brothers at the top of the road. I had like a row of houses of travelers in the road behind me.
Mhm.
Like there was like my estate was the most multicultural place to like that I could have
Mhm.
ever possibly have grown up. And I'm so glad it was because
Mhm.
we didn't see color. None of us saw color until we got a bit older and started going outside of the estate. And then we
Yeah.
started to see prejudice coming from other people. Like I remember,
Yeah.
like when we started going out into like town centers and that, and like the way that my black friends would be treated by security and things like that, it was mad. We'd never seen that before.
Yeah, but but you see, okay, you just mentioned the way they were treated by security, right? But 9 out of 10 times, the security is black,
Yes, and how do you know what? It's mad, yeah. Like that
right?
is a stat, and that is mad. It's true.
Right.
It's
That
true.
proves that proves what that proves there is that we've been conditioned in our minds, right? That certain people are going to steal.
Yeah.
That's what that does. That shows you that how can a black person then discriminate against a black person, right? In terms of a security, it's because they've been conditioned in their mind, or they've experienced more thefts from certain types of people, so they keep an eye on them. I used to do security, and I didn't discriminate against anybody. Okay, so I kept an eye on everybody. But security will look at you and think, okay, I'll keep an eye on that person because they're suspicious. But
He looks
I tell you what happened. I tell
like,
you what, and if you and security, this is where security foul because I used to work in a store. I was a supervisor, okay, and I was on the shop floor. So I had 6 guards stationed in every single aisle. Okay, now
6 in an aisle.
what? Huh?
6 guards in each aisle.
Yeah, no, one in each aisle. So six
Oh,
guards
okay.
on the floor. Okay. So what I said to them was well, keep an eye on everybody. Don't pick out anyone in particular, but keep an eye on everybody. Now, I was on the shop floor and I was at the entrance as you walked in. There was really, really beautiful woman. She walked up and she said hello and she gave this lovely smile and she had this one of these rough sack on her back. Okay, she walked in and it was empty. All right, now I suspected that straight away because normally somebody walking in don't walk up to security and say hello and give them a lovely smile. Okay, so I told them to keep an eye. So we watched her every aisle that she went down. She filled her bag up with meat, booze, the lot. She had about £200 worth of goods in her bag when we stopped her when she walked out. So that shows you, who was going to take any notice of her because the security are too busy looking at guys and stuff like that. Even
Yeah.
people that are old, right? Seriously, they steal, you know, and
Mm.
they get away with it so much, it becomes a habit. I could tell you lots of stories
What colour was
on
she?
my
White.
past.
She was white, innit? That woman.
Yeah.
I bet she was
But
like a
she
crack.
also had, she obviously was on thing because there was
Yeah,
lots of needles and things in her bag and
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
You see them crackheads, man. Like, cause they used to come into the pubs when I was younger. Yeah, they
Mm.
go and steal all the meat, and then they come into the pubs and sell the
So
meat.
yeah, yeah,
I had many of roast dinners, courtesy of the crack. I think,
yeah. So yeah. So what's happened to yours lot, man? They're not asking any more questions.
we
It's
got
getting dark. Why is it getting...
caught. Go back and look. Um,
Oh, it gets dark quick, man.
does man. Um,
I hope it's not too dark for everybody. I've put the light on and everything. Yeah, my face does look big with these, Do you like my glasses, everyone? Right. I have to have my glasses. I can't read the comments.
everyone's just going.
Yeah. I was just saying, Tonka Boy 555. Someone says Kelly says, I don't understand why it matters what your religion or culture is. No one is better. Let me just say, Kelly, Kelly mid 29. Let me say, this Tonka Boy is one of the biggest trolls on my platform.
Oh,
I don't know. The views different names, and he or she has used different names and stuff like that. I don't know. This person's got a problem with me. That this person's called me all the worst things you can call a person.
tell them.
Attacked my mother and things like that. Which everyone knows that I've lost my mother, and to
No,
attack somebody like that,
that's
I have no respect for you, Tonka Boy, none whatsoever. I asked you to come on here and talk. You know, I'm
yeah,
forgiving.
boy.
If I just wanted to talk and find out what your problem is, and
Yeah,
this person, you know,
let's find out what your problem is, bro.
it doesn't. I don't. It might not be. It might be. I don't know if it's male or female. This person doesn't want to reveal themselves. I just want to know what your problem is, because
Why
the
don't you
thing
want
is, I don't go.
to weirdo?
Second,
I'm talking to the
yeah,
weirdo, bro. Why don't you want to expose yourself, huh?
doesn't just want to call names. Just want to call names, make things up.
Like,
Some of the things. I mean, made a comment to say you live in Kent. I mean, if I lived in Kent, I would say I'd live in Kent. That's how I am. You must know by now, okay? I say as it is. I'm
yeah,
not
why
gonna, you know what I mean?
for you weirdo? Someone's got a question here. It says,
Yeah.
what piercing do you want next?
What?
What piercing
Piercings?
do you want next? What's your next piercing?
Um, I
Keep
think
it
I'm quite
secret.
happy with what I've got. Uh, I was gonna have the what I call it, the Shakir, where it goes in this bit here,
Call
but
it whatever. I won't know any different.
this bit here It took me 6 weeks to heal.
How
This
long
healed. This healed in 2 days.
is that called a fajazzle?
Huh?
Is that a fajazzle?
What's that?
I thought that was the name of it. That's what they call them
I
piercings.
don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it's called. I've had that 4 years now, man. I was gonna get rid of it because everybody recognised me and I don't like being recognised when I'm out.
You should
You
put
know,
a diamond one in it, like a pink diamond one,
a
like
pink diamond.
a pink diamante.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm sort of, there was this one guy, and he lives in my area. The guy would not leave me alone. He was talking about my vids and everything. Like we was talking about celebrity. He treated me like I was a celebrity and everything like that. He wouldn't leave me alone. He was asking me questions, and what shall I do about this? What shall I do? He would not leave me alone. Right?
What was he being nice?
It was been nice, yeah. It was been so far. Even the ones, right, that I can tell. I think we had this discussion before. I can tell they don't like what I do, right, but they show respect when they see me, but they don't treat me like no celebrity or anything like that, or no superstar. They say hello. Yeah, it's Brian Baker, isn't it? Right, and they sort of nod. That tells me they don't like what I do.
Well, what
That's
should
it.
they come over and go? Oh my God, it's Brian Baker! I love you so
Yeah, I've had that
much.
before. I've had that before. Yeah,
Is that what
but
you like? Like it when
no,
people
not
do?
really. No, not really. Because look, I don't hide anything. I tell everybody they've got my name and everything. Okay, and people have got different names, well, which is it's up to people if they want to do that. But you can. I don't know if you've seen my vids where the police they know me. Okay, they know my name.
The police, Brian. The police know you, mate. You're on a watch list. Me and you are probably on the watch list together somewhere.
I've just pressed this. Come on, someone's just caught me out. Right, listen, Scott is going to have a lot more than me. All right.
No, I'm
So
gonna lose.
did you
I'm gonna lose.
press that?
Yeah, I
You
bet,
pressed it.
Brian. I bet you've got more people in your life than I have.
How many have you got?
126.
Well, we're close. I've got 138.
See, I told you, you
But
got more.
you're gonna beat me anyway. You're gonna beat me. I don't win them games. I don't win it. Listen,
So wait,
guys, you want me
do you
to
know
do
what?
lives, right? Keep tapping on my side, right? I've got to win this, all right?
Okay,
Otherwise, I'm not doing any more lives.
my lot. There's no pressure from me. I don't mind if I win or not. You don't have to tap the screen
Yes,
if
you
you don't
do.
want to. I don't mind. It doesn't bother. I will not cut the live because you lot didn't support me. I will
You've
keep.
got a lot more followers than me. You've got more followers than me. How do you get so many followers, man?
I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. It's true. That's why.
Yeah.
But close, man.
Oh,
96, 90
oh
views.
man, you passed me, guy. It's close though. It's
It will be
close,
close.
man.
But you know what? You know what my
Dude, it's neck and neck.
neck and neck. Do you know what my people do? My people go into the
Yeah.
other person's live and do the sniper at the end. Yeah, they done it before. They made me lose. My people make me lose, bro. They don't like me like that.
You're not gonna lose this one. I'm telling you that now. You're not. You're not.
Well,
I'm not that popular.
everyone,
I'm the type of guy that people likes to hate, but not hate if you get what I mean, because they love what I do. Even the ones that love what I do, right, just love to hate. If that
you
makes sense.
just contradict yourself. So many times in one So what's the biggest like fan girl or fan boy moment you've had like in public where people have just been, oh my God?
No, I don't get that.
I
I
thought
know.
you
I
said,
bet you have. No, I
yeah, I
don't
get it.
get that. No, it's no, it's only that guy that's wouldn't leave me alone. He was just obsessed with me. But I mean, I tend to I'll say hello. So they recognize me or recognize my voice. I'll say hello. How you doing? Right, and then that's it. I'm off. I'm gone. Type of thing.
Have you ever
Right.
had someone come up to you and be like, fucking you, I've been waiting to see you, yeah, see you, and like try to run you down and that?
I don't think anybody will do that because I
They'll
always
pussy.
say to people, that I am a nice person. Uh, um, I'm more of a defensive type person rather than an attack person. But people
What
know, okay,
offense
I will
is
defend myself.
is
I,
the best method of attack? No, the best defense is a good offense.
I believe
The
in
best form of
defense.
defense, strike to the neck really fast. That's the best way to defend yourself. Is to just strike them in the neck.
Look, I don't like I'm not into the violence thing because I did certain things when I was younger. Trained in, I'm not going to go into details and stuff like that. But you even in boxing, right? You notice, right? It's good discipline for youngsters. I notice you're training your son, which is a good thing, you know. But it's that discipline. You know you can handle yourself. You know you can use it when you need to, if you have to. But you don't go out
Right.
intentionally.
Someone's just said, right, that they
Mhm.
Googled your name and it says, did not find any documents. Is that an album that you made?
Documents for what?
They said they typed your name into Google and it came back, did not find any documents. Is that the name of your album that you released once? Was you a
No,
You wasn't?
no,
Okay.
I've never done any singing. No.
Just love to.
Oh, but people got to realize, right? There's lots of Brian Bakers,
Yeah, that's true.
okay, and he's spelt a different way. So
Common, Brian Baker is quite a common name, isn't it? Really?
yeah, so it's spelt a different way as well. Mine's with a Y, so BRY. Some have got BRIAN. So
Some do.
yeah, there's different ways. There is a
I,
lot. There's quite a lot.
I thought having a Y was the girl way.
Um, I don't know. No, I've never heard of a girl called Brian.
Have you not?
Nope.
You should go to West London. There's loads.
Seriously.
Yeah, loads of girls called Brian, and loads of girls called Tony. But then if you're a girl, Tony, you spell it with the I, and if you're
Yeah.
it with the Y.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you're a girl, Brian, you spell it with the Y, and if you're a guy, Brian, you spell it with the I. I don't know why they switched it up like that.
Yeah. You got 240 to my 129. That's what I mean. You win. Of course you win. No, I'm not. Listen, I'm not crying because I lose, so don't put that emoji on there, right?
You're a little bit. You're a little bit upset.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I said I was going to lose from the beginning. Oh,
Yeah, but
come on, not another one.
you was trying to get people to feel sorry for you so that they'd make you win. That's right.
No, who's going to feel sorry for me, man?
Well,
No
no
one's going
one.
to feel sorry for me.
No one,
No,
clearly. But I
no, of course
expected
they're not.
normally they make me lose. Normally people try to make me lose.
Seriously.
Yeah, they love to make me lose. I done it with someone the other day,
Yeah.
and whoever lost had to shave a slit in their eyebrow. Yeah, I'm gonna show you the
Yeah.
guy's eyebrow.
No.
Because I was screenshotting it. Yeah. So basically, what happened was, yeah, we made a dare, and the loser had to shave a slit in the eyebrow. Yeah, and then once he shaved his slit in the eyebrow, yeah, I said no, that's not big enough. I said that don't no. I'll find it later. I said no, it's not big enough. Yeah. I said you got to do it again, and he done it again in the same place, and he ended up with this massive chunk missing out of his eyebrow.
Oh
Yeah.
no, man.
So
It's
funny.
a good thing it wasn't moustache.
Yeah, like, I don't mind. We can do the beard thing.
No, I wouldn't do. I'll play the game right for points, but that's it. I wouldn't do no because people can take it too far with that. You know what I mean?
Ever in these EastEnders?
Say again?
Have you ever been in EastEnders?
No. Funny enough, I was talking to my younger daughter. She loves EastEnders, seriously, and I said to her, that's one soap I wouldn't mind going in. You know what I mean? Is doing that.
I would have in Emmerdale Farm.
Emmerdale Farm.
Yeah, I wouldn't go on that one.
No, yeah.
I'd go on EastEnders. I reckon I should go in there and save Ben. Ben.
I don't. Do you know what? I used to watch it, but it's funny enough, right? My daughter made me watch it, right? But I talked all the way through it.
Was yours Strictly?
No,
no. People are lying.
No, no. I would. People think I've been in lots of things.
What about the Real Housewives of Kent?
No.
Hey, we wasn't arguing over religion yesterday. Me and Brian was having a nice conversation, and some people walked in at moments and might have thought we was arguing, but clearly there's no animosity. Clearly, so get over yourself.
So going back on EastEnders, that if I got an offer to like go on EastEnders, I would do it. I get a lot of offers to do lots of things, right?
Yeah.
But I'm very selective on the things that I want to do.
I had an offer once to go to Dubai.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of money, but they wanted to do some really weird things. So I said no.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
Brian, in honesty, yeah, if someone offered you £500,000 to go to Dubai and get shit on, would you go?
What do you mean, get shit on?
They're offering £500,000, bro. Go to Dubai, man will shit on you, and they pay you £500,000, bro. Would you do that?
Well, see, the thing is that I don't see.
Bro,
I don't see money like
Brian,
I don't see I don't see my life like that. For me, is if you do something and you get a nice salary or you get a nice pay out of it, right, and you have respect and decency for yourself, that's me. I'm not going to do something that's going to degrade me. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that for money's sake. That's how I look at things.
How many girls are doing that right now? Like you see all these girls when they're posting their snaps in Dubai. Just know, yeah, that the reason they are there is because they let some man poo on them.
I don't know. That's disgusting, man.
The girls are literally like letting man poo on them for a ticket to Dubai. That's crazy.
No. I'd rather be broke, skint than do something like that. I'm not going to degrade myself like. There's things, Speaking of that, right? What
about £1 million, bro? What about man said, look, I'll pay for your ticket to Dubai. Yeah, I'll pay for your ticket home. I'll put you in a nice hotel for 2 weeks. But on your first night there, I want to poo on you, and I'll never tell no one. There'll be no photos taken. No one will ever know. Would you do it? And don't lie, Brian.
No.
£1 million?
No.
Man will poo on you for £1 million.
No.
Poo on yourself every day.
No. You just said just there. You said no photographs, nobody will see it. You forget one thing. God will see it.
God will see it. Yeah. Do you believe that God is everywhere?
Yep.
So then, essentially, if someone pooed on you, then they're pooing on God.
Yeah, it's in us. God is in us.
Do you think all these girls that are getting pooed on, man's actually pooing on God?
No, not literally, but
if God is everywhere, yeah, then that means God is in my pocket, and God is everywhere. So then, if you're laying down and someone's up, like squatting above you to poo on you, then essentially they're putting on God because God is everywhere. So it's going to pass through the air. In other words, God is everywhere. So you're saying that these men are pooing on God? Because me as a Muslim, I'll be honest, me as a Muslim, I don't believe that God is everywhere. I believe God is all-seeing and all-knowing, but he's not everywhere. Because that means he's in the toilet.
All-seeing and all-knowing means he's everywhere.
No, it doesn't.
So I have to keep putting you right when it comes to this side, because seriously, we see things differently when it comes to that. If God is all-seeing, all-being and all-seeing, right, it means he's everywhere.
No, it doesn't.
You don't believe that?
Well, no. Like, we have a different belief than you. Yeah? So you believe that God is everywhere, but we don't believe he's everywhere. We believe he's all-seeing and all-knowing, but we don't believe he's inside the creation. We don't believe we believe he created the universe separate from himself, and he's never entered into it. But because he is God and all-seeing and all-wise, he is all-knowing, but we don't believe he's everywhere. Because like you said, if he's everywhere, these girls that are going to Dubai and getting pooed on, these guys are pooing on God, essentially. And that doesn't sound like that doesn't sound right.
They're not pooing on God.
But if God is everywhere, God is in the air, and when they are pooing, the poo goes through the air and hits the woman, right? In which case it is passing through God, in your opinion, if you think God is everywhere.
No. Because God give us we have freedom to choose. We're not robots. We choose what we do with our life. Some people see their body themselves. Some people see their body themselves as a temple. So yeah, they'll be pooing on a temple because you've let them do it.
No, Brian, I don't think you quite understand what I'm saying, right? So
I understand exactly what you're saying.
If God is everywhere, yeah, then that means God is in here. Yeah, God is in here. Yeah, God is in here because he's everywhere, right? So that means I just blew on God, essentially, by what you're saying, because God is everywhere. So
No.
I just blew
Now,
on
what
it.
I mean by God is everywhere, each individual, okay, God is it. Look, you believe there's a good and a bad spirit, yeah? You
Yeah, of
believe
course.
that?
Yeah.
Right. So the good and the bad spirit you cannot see, it's inside you. That's when you make decisions, you're making decisions on a good spirit and a bad spirit. That's
No,
inside of you.
I sound intellect.
Say again?
I'm making decisions based on my intellect.
You've got to remember, we were all created by God. Okay? There is a Satan. We know there's good and bad. So from the beginning of time, that battle between the creator and Satan goes inside of us. Now, this actual earth itself, right? You have bad and good. And the reason why certain things happen on this earth is when the good side, because it's a balance, okay? At the moment, it's a balance. So you have good and bad that happens in the world. The more bad, where the Satan, Europe, and it's all about us, a competition that is going on for the people that were creating on this earth. I know it's a little bit mind blowing, okay? That will go on until the end of time.
Well,
So
competition.
everything we do is inside of us. We have good and bad. That battle goes on. So you've said you've done a lot of bad things in your time. Okay. All right. Well, I have. I've done loads of bad things. Everyone has. You know, we're all sinners. Everybody has. But the thing is this, is that it's the evil side of you or me, okay? That balance has gone higher than the good side. So when the good side comes back, and the good side always comes back, that makes you a better person.
Interesting. I mean, me personally, the way
But
I
you have the choice. We have the choice to decide, right, what side we want to take. So in other words, if something really, really gets you upset, right, you can't see it spiritually. That battle is going on. One side is saying, yeah, do this, do that, do that. And the other one's saying, no, hold back, right? That battle goes on in each one of us. That's why I say it's inside of us. It's in
Prime,
us. Yeah.
from what I'm getting from that, yeah, because you believe that everyone was born sin. We inherited sin, right? You believe that, innit?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't
Yeah.
believe that. I believe we were born like we wasn't born to inherit sin, which is why we believe if you die before the age of puberty, yeah, then you go to heaven because we wasn't born with sin. So, like the way that we see it as Muslims, yeah, is like we wasn't like man is capable of good and bad, yes. But the bad is Shaitan just whispering in our ear. We don't believe we have like a devil inside of us and an angel inside of us, and there's an internal battle. There's an internal battle between you and Shaitan. Shaitan is outside of you, and there's a battle between you and Shaitan. And you have like, you know, once Shaitan gets his roots into you, and like, for an example, gives you an addiction, yeah, then you might have an internal battle with your addiction, but that is still external from you. You know, I don't feel like we devil inside of us. I think we was all born to be good people, but Shaitan made a promise that he was gonna like misguide us. You know?
I'll come back to that. I'll just see a comment here. Laying in the Smackdown 247 says, Brian, why is there a 44 next to your name? If you don't mind me asking. Okay. There's a famous
Really
racing car driver, world class racing. His car is 44. So you've got my name on here. So my platform is 44. So you've got my
good.
name and there's 44 along
Someone,
it.
someone in my comment section said it was because you were born in 1944. I knew that was cap.
No, that's nonsense.
I
There's
knew that.
loads of letters. So what? So that
How
means
did
when
it
people have got,
that old?
so
It
people
was
have got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What did that age? Come on.
you lot are rude. You lot are rude. You lot are rude, man.
I'm older than 44 as it goes.
You lot
I'm not
are
going to say
rude.
how old I am. So yeah. So what they saying on your side?
They said why are you
Chelsea
changing the
girl, I see you. Chelsea
they,
lady. I don't know why you call yourself Chelsea girl. You're a lady.
yeah,
But
you old.
Chelsea girl, I'll accept that. That's what you've chosen. Hi, how you doing? I'll be
Do
okay.
you know who Curtis 5000 is? Is he one of your trolls?
Who?
Curtis 5000. You
Curtis
reckon
5000. Do you know what? I have so many that I don't even seriously. Um, you know, I sometimes forget their names
he made
because but
he
that's
made
the,
he made
for the trolls, right? That wanna
he made a
with their
threat of
names,
physical
right?
violence. He made a threat of physical violence towards you.
Who?
Curtis 5000.
Violence.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. Is this? Yeah.
He said when he
Is
sees you,
that
he will break your glasses.
I don't wear my glasses out.
Ha! Curtis,
I
how's he gonna break his glasses when he doesn't even wear them out? Ha! That shut him up, silly troll.
But the thing is, the thing is this, right? You get a lot of all these threats and stuff like that, right? And those same people, right? If they see you in life, right, they probably freeze. That's what makes me laugh, right? Because these people, I always say to someone, right, you think, right, you're tough. If you think you're tough, right, get a hammer and drop it on your big toe and tell me how tough you
Yeah,
are.
go on, big man. Do it on the big. Do it for a win if you're bad. Get a hammer and drop it on your big toe if you're bad.
No,
Yeah,
there's
you're
no way I'm
pussy.
going to do that.
You're a
That's
pussy.
happened before.
You're a
That's happened
pussy.
before.
Go get a big hammer and drop it on your big toe if you're bad. Brian showed them fake, bro. Hey, but Brian, do you know what they're saying? Do you know what they're saying? They're saying that if you do it, they do it.
Why would I want to drop a hammer on my big toe?
Because they're saying you think you're bad, and if you think you're bad,
I
you
don't
should
think
drop
I'm bad. I think I'm good.
it. Brian don't think
I
he's
think
bad.
I'm good.
Brian's a nice.
I don't brag to be bad. I brag to say that I'm a good person. But
Yeah.
I'm not going to stand there. I'm going to defend myself because I'm trained to do that. I'm not trained.
Are you military trained? Are you military
I've done
trained?
lots and lots of things. I won't go into. I've done everything, every field in security. I've done.
Are you?
I've done boxing. I've done judo. I've done karate. I've done taekwondo.
Have you done BJJ?
Say again.
Have you done BJJ?
What's that?
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't done that. No.
That's a serious one.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean? And all these things teach you to defend, not to attack. And that's the thing. So people that turn around and say, right, you know what I mean? You think you're a bad man. I'm not a bad man. I don't think like that. You know, I'm not about hurting anybody. I'm not going to hurt you.
Yeah,
right? If someone attacks me, right, I'm going to defend myself and I'm going to try to, what's the word?
Headbutt them.
I'll put them in a certain position, right, where it stops them from attacking. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to try and hurt somebody unless my life was in danger. If my life was in danger, okay, then that's the only time, right, lethal force would come in.
Would you bite someone's cheek if you had to?
Yeah, of course, if I had to.
Bite it off, innit?
If I had to, if I'm defending myself, and it means I'm protecting my life. Each one of us, okay, should be able to defend yourself. The law states that, okay, you can use minimum force to defend yourself. All of us are capable to do that.
But that's a very dangerous thing, isn't it? Because who decides minimum force in that moment? You.
The law.
No. But in that moment, the law's not there to advise you, so you have to make a decision in that moment. And then once you've made your decision in the heat of the moment, you will then be analysed by people and to see if it was minimum, which I think is really unfair.
It is unfair, but you know, that's how it is. That's how it is.
Yeah,
so it's the same. It's the same with everything, isn't it? I mean, it's like if a police officer arrests you, they're meant to use, you know, minimum force within the law. So in other words, if a police officer is about to put you in handcuffs and you resist, which I'd say to people, if an officer's going to put you in handcuffs, they're going to put you in handcuffs. You are going to make it worse if you struggle.
Yeah, it hurts and they tighten up.
I'm telling you, you know, and they will take it out on you because it's a human reaction. It's a human reaction, not because they're police officers. Don't think, right? You know, they shouldn't.
Do you want me to tell you about
the time?
Go on then. This is a true story, right? So I was 14, yeah. Me and my pals, we were walking home, and there was a car outside someone's house, and they left the keys in it. I think she was putting her shopping away. Yeah, we was little fuckers. We jumped in the car and drove it away. Yeah, and then like we got like 10 minutes down the road. Neither of us could drive, so we was both like taking it in turns, fucking it up. Yeah, we couldn't we kept stalling it and that. So what we done is we like left the car somewhere. We went and got my pal's older brother. Yeah, he was like 19 at the time. He could drive. So he picked us, like we got in the car, we was driving through Harrow, and then the police drove past us, and we was like, shit. So we was going that way, they was going that way. We see them put their lights on and turn around. So we blew down from Harrow, yeah? Where Harrow is, you can go down towards Long Elms, anyone who knows it, yeah? So from Harrow KFC, pretty much, there's a road that goes down towards Long Elms, then you come to a roundabout, and you chuck a left, and then you come to this bridge, yeah? So as we're approaching the bridge, my pal was like, right, when we get to the bridge, I'm going to pull the handbrake up and every man splurt different direction, yeah? Because there's only one car, two fed. They can't catch us all in it. There's four of us, yeah? So we're coming up to the bridge. Man's pulled up the handbrake. I'm in the back seat and I'm in the right-hand seat. So I'm on the side where the traffic's coming this way, yeah? So I've opened my door. Bare cars coming. I was like, shit, I can't get out. So I've looked this way, and man was so scared he didn't want to jump out because the car was still moving. So I kicked him. I put my foot out. As I put my foot out, the car's still moving. It rolled over the back of my foot, my heel, broke my heel. So I'm on the floor crying in agony, yeah? All my pals are splurting. The police have chased them. Then one of them's come back limping, yeah? I'm there with my foot, holding my foot. I can't even move. So the guy's come back, and his eyes out here. Yeah, one of my pals, when I spoke to my pal afterwards, he said the policeman nearly caught him, so he turned around, bang, punched him one time, bust his eye. Yeah? So the policeman's come back with his bust eye, see me on the floor, he's grabbed me, he's put me in the back of the car, he got his truncheon out, he beat me here, yeah, with a pointy bit of the truncheon, he kept hitting me here. That's the only place he hit me, because apparently you can't bruise there, yeah. And he's going, who are your friends? Who are your friends? Yeah, I'm screaming because there's houses there. I want someone to come out their house and just see what's happening. Do you know what I mean? So that it would stop. Yeah. And then he beat me for a few minutes. They took me to the police station. And when I got to the police station, like the whole way there, I was telling the policeman, I was like, wait till we get to the police station. I'm going to tell everyone what you've done, yeah? And then when I got to the police station, he must have been a little bit worried, innit? So he was like, oh, he's been absolutely fine. He's been no trouble at all. He handed, like, he just gave himself in straight away. And then, obviously, I'm in the police station, and they're all being nice now, innit? So I thought, look, like, if I kick off, I'm going to be here longer, innit? So I was just like, yeah, look. No comment in about but yeah, man.
Was that a long time ago?
Yeah, that was like, I couldn't even drive then, so I wasn't even 19. I was like 14.
Yeah.
Like 13.
Yeah.
Like 20 years ago.
But you're lucky, man, because you know what I mean. Okay, it broke your heel, but you could have lost a leg.
Could have.
All for that, just a little bit of fun.
Yeah, it's stupid, man. Stupid. You know?
Yeah, and it's someone else's car. Do you know what? When I used to work for the council, I used to take out youths twice a week. So we used to deal with abandoned vehicles. Okay, so when guys like you steal a vehicle and go out and thrash it, we used to pick up the vehicle, and so I used to take out these youths, and they used to do the same thing. So they're in a program. So what we used to do is take them out and show them what happens from the beginning of that car's life to when they get into it and when they smash it up, and then we take it and that sort of thing. And when I spoke to them, they didn't even think of it. They didn't even think that's what happens. They just all they saw was the fun of doing that.
Yeah,
you know.
Because you know why we don't have consequences? Because we didn't have cars in our family. You know, like that. Like we broke. Like we didn't see the consequences because we was taking shit that we never had. No one in our family ever had it, so we didn't see like what it done. We just saw like you got shit we ain't got. Fuck you lot, bro.
This Curtis is come on. Sorry, Scotty.
How you got
this
Curtis? Where's my man and dad from? You know, like that.
This Curtis 5000. He says everyone go to Scott's chat. He actually reads his Okay, I haven't been reading, to be honest with you. Grafter says, do you take?
That's one who said he was going to break your glasses. Don't entertain him.
Yeah. Someone says, do you take things, or are you muscle neutral? Now, there's lots of bodybuilders that do all types of things. Some do and some don't. I wouldn't advise anybody to do that. Right? You know, weight training or fitness is about fitness.
Brian, what
you don't take anything.
What are your pronouns?
My pronouns.
Yeah.
So you broke up when you said that.
Your pronouns. What are your pronouns?
What's pronouns?
Pronoun. Like he, him, she, them, they.
I don't understand the question.
You don't know what pronouns? This whole like this, we're in 2021. Everyone's obsessed with pronouns, bro. You got to know what your pronouns are.
Go on, tell me, what are they?
I don't know. Like, I can't tell you what your pronouns are. They're personal to you, bro.
What's yours?
Muslim.
Muslim. Did you say Muslim?
No. Mus and lim.
Mus and lim. What does that mean?
They're my pronouns.
Right. Okay. I still don't understand. Still don't understand it.
What are your pronouns? That's what people
Brian
keep
is
saying.
so polite and professional. Miss Quirky, sorry, I'm just Miss Quirky. Brian is so polite and professional. Thank you, Miss Quirky. Thank you. I respect that. I love that, actually. And D. Ahmed said, "This guy is such a waffle."
Someone said mus and lim aren't pronouns. How dare you tell me what my pronouns are? How dare you? Who do you think you are? I wouldn't come to you and tell you your pronouns aren't they or them. So why are you coming to me and telling me my pronouns are not mus and lim? Who are you to tell me that? Like, who are you to tell me that? Don't get me mad.
Yeah? Miss Quirky says, "My sis and friends love and work in Dubai." Now, I hope they're not doing what Scotty said they're doing.
Right. So
and someone says, "I'll eat it for." Oh, terrible.
People like people really want to know what your pronouns are. So pronouns are like what people are putting in their bios nowadays. You know, when they have like her and she, or he and him, or they and them, or non-binary. You know, some people want to be like non-binary now. Are you non-binary? Are you non-binary?
See, the thing is this: is that when you tell people the truth about certain things, they don't like it. You know, I'm old school.
Are you non-binary? So I can't presume your gender. That's really bad. Like, I'm not allowed to presume your gender. So are you a man? Are you a cis man? Are you a trans woman? Or are you non-binary? What are you?
Look, as far as I'm concerned, right? People are male or female. That's it. That's how I look at it. Yeah,
Cancel him. Cancel him.
No. Look, it's my point of view. Everybody else has got different point of view. I will always see people as male or female. If those people, okay, represent something else, right, then I will respect that, because I respect people, and people are people as far as I'm concerned. Okay? But I'm not going to lie to somebody, right? I'm old school, and that's how I am. All right. I'm not going to lie to somebody. I'm not going to disrespect somebody because somebody chooses to be a certain thing. We have choices. We were born with choices. We make our own choices. What we decide we want to do with our life or want to be with our life, it's entirely up to us. And let me just finish, right? It's entirely up to us, because I have a view on how I see things from an old school point of view. Okay. It doesn't mean I disrespect you because you've made a choice. You have that choice. I have that choice. We all have choices.
Yeah, but people are saying you're transphobic now.
Well, they can look. I've just explained. Okay, I've just explained.
Would
people
you date a trans woman if you wasn't married? Would you date a trans woman?
No.
Then you're transphobic.
Well, that's fine. You can say that. I'm going to be honest about that. No, why would I?
And I'm not saying
it. Why would I? Why would I? It's like saying, right? Would I? What's the difference between saying that or asking me, would I date a male?
Well,
I'm not gay, so I'm not going to date a male. So,
yeah,
but then, so does that make me homophobic because I say I wouldn't date a male?
You're homophobic as well, yeah, according to the comment section.
Well, come on. You know, I've met loads of people that are gay. For my last job that I was doing, it meant I had to go into people's houses. I'm not going to say what I did. Okay, I used to work for an electrical company, and I had to go into people's houses. So I saw different types of people and whatever. And to be honest with you, and this is a true story, most of them are true, I met somebody that actually was studying in this country, right, from Dubai. This guy was such a sweet, nice guy, but he was gay. You could tell straight away he was gay.
Well, most of the
And
I thought,
he had this beautiful flat. This flat was just done out in unbelievable. It's just beautiful. And we sat down and we talked and whatever. And I spoke to him because I could tell, right? I don't know why he took a liking to me, but he took a liking to me. And I sat down and I said to him, he'd been here something like a year and a half in London. And I said to him, be careful. Be careful because you're a nice guy, you're a sweet guy, and people will take advantage of you. Okay? And I explained everything to him. So
you help.
people out there, hang on, sorry. People out there can call me what they like, right? But I'm honest when it comes to things like that. As far as I'm concerned, people are people. People make their own choices. I have nothing to do with the choices that people make. I can only tell you from my point of view, my opinion, and my choices. So this is me. What you see from me is what you get.
Like, don't you know, right? Like that. It's quite you transphobic, yeah, because they don't want, because you don't want to date a trans person, but they didn't want to be the gender that they was born. So aren't they then menphobic?
Well, they're not gonna admit to that, are they? You see, the thing is this: is that look, people have issues about everything. Okay, it doesn't matter what it is. If they're feeling a certain way and they think, right, I want you to accept whatever.
I just need to say I am being extremely sarcastic for you idiots who can't see it. But please, Brian,
Well,
continue.
this is the thing. You see, you're gonna get people that know what you're saying and people that won't know what you're saying.
I know it's
That's what happens all the time. And also, you get people that cannot take what you're saying. They don't want to know what you're saying, and they don't want to. They can't accept it. You know. So. Okay, let's have a look at little this guy that terrorizes police. Oh, come on, give it up. This is a live. This is my live.
Yeah,
reverse the question. Ask him if he would date a trans person. Would you date a trans person? JBOMBB asks. Scotty, would you? Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's against my religion.
Unfortunately. So
yeah, I'm
so
like pro everything. I can't even say it on it because people will think I'm being honest and they'll screenshot.
Oh, someone says again, would you, obviously it's going to be against his religion, would you marry a man?
No, that's definitely haram.
All right, there you go.
I can't see the imam taking that very well in the mosque. I walk in with my boyfriend. Excuse me, can we get married here? I don't think it's going to
work. I know people out there, we're not disrespecting anybody. We're just being real. Okay? Yeah, that's all we're doing.
It 100. If you don't like 100, go and watch someone else because we're keeping it 100.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right.
Oh look, it's that guy that who wastes police time. That's M900DY. I've never. Oh, and you've got a surprised face on his face. So you've picked the right face for what you've just commented. Yeah, that's me, and it's not wasting police time. I think the longest I've ever spoken to a police was I don't know if you, Scotty, did you see the one with the police lady and the police guy? And I spoke about their hats, the difference in the hats. No. I think that's the longest I've ever spent with officers, actually, that one. Yeah. I love that vid. I thought that was, every time I look back on that vid. Do you know what? I've probably had the most comments on that vid.
Do you watch your videos again?
Huh?
Do you watch your videos back all the time?
Yeah. And the reason I do that is because of the comments that I get. So if someone says something, I was a certain way, I go back and I have a look to see how I was. Yeah, that's what I do.
That's good because sometimes you don't really understand it, and then like you might not sometimes you need to reflect in it, and then you might see it different from a perspective. That's good, yeah. For 100.
Let's have a look.
Go on. I'll let you ask some questions, Brian, because I've asked you loads of questions.
Right, Tonka, you see the Tonka, right, I read your comments out, right, when I can, okay, and you're still making things up, okay, although you're asking questions, you're not calling me names. Now, I'm quite willing to react to you, right? If you ask me questions, but when you start the name calling and making up things, you know, it's pointless. So he says, Tonka Boy 555 says, Brian, is Valentine your boyfriend or girlfriend? What kind of question is that?
Is who your girlfriend?
Valentine, your boyfriend or girlfriend?
Who's Valentine?
Exactly.
I like.
Somebody, Andrew Fisher said, two of life's biggest wallies on right here.
Oh, that's cute.
You must like watching wallies then.
Like your day must be, bro.
Must like watching wallies.
You know what the funny
Good for
thing
you.
Is, right, you know what the funny thing is? Yeah? I enjoy talking.
Mm-hmm.
I think you enjoy talking to me. So me and you are actually enjoying ourselves. And these people are not, but they're the ones. So who's wasting time? Who's wasting time? Me and Brian have a conversation, yeah? Why are you here, bruv? What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Why have
Someone's asked me, why aren't you out there? Out where? Outside. Have you seen it looks outside? Scotty's only gone out for his pizza. I make my pizza, so I don't have to go out.
I went out for a coffee and I went out for a pizza. I went out twice today and I walked all around Luton looking for a wife.
Thank you, Alfie. My videos, your videos are very educational. Thank you. I try to. You know, I'd love to do a lot more educational videos. You know, in the new year, hopefully when all this depression is gone, hopefully when it finally goes, I'm going to try and travel all around England, first of all. And there's lots of things I want to do. I want to go to Italy. I want to go to Egypt. I want to go to Egypt before I leave this planet. Hopefully, that's what I want to do. I want all this depression to go away, and then I want to go all over England and do my little vids, and you know, and hopefully
annoy the fuck out of.
Yeah, see different types of areas, how they react and stuff like that. Yeah, I'd love to do that.
Would you go to Dubai to make videos?
Would I? Second?
Go to Dubai to make videos?
To be honest with you, I wouldn't go to a country, right, where they've got set laws against recording.
What about if someone paid for your flights and gave you £500,000?
And then get rearrested?
No, just for one video.
No, I wouldn't break any laws.
No.
So if they're lawyers.
No, it's not breaking no law. You just go to the hotel, 1 hour, one video, £500,000. He pay for the flights. Where you go?
It'd have to be a signed contract to make sure that's all that was involved.
What about if he paid you half up front?
It had to be a signed contract.
Okay, so if someone offers you £500,000 to go to Dubai, make one video, you're happy to do that, as long as
it's within the law. Yeah.
See, look, Brian, with all due respect, right? This is how young get tricked into getting pooed on. Look, you was halfway in Dubai. You didn't even know that man already.
Yeah, but that's why I said, right, it'd have to be a signed contract, okay, to say that's all it would be. Now, if they broke that contract, then I could sue them for 10 times that amount.
No, they would fulfill the contract. You would go there and there would be one video made and you would get your £500,000 at the end.
Well, the contract would have to state everything. Everything. And I would recommend to even the youngsters out there, whatever you're doing in terms of whether you're doing acting, singing, dancing, you're making music or whatever, read your contract before you sign it. Read it through and through. If you're not happy with what's in there, get them to change it before you sign it. Don't let money dictate you signing a contract.
Don't die for cash.
It's not good for you. That's right. People do things for money and then later on find out, right? It's not a straight up contract. So, yeah. So, what else we got? Anyway, Scotty, would you do it?
Would I do what?
You know, you're asking these questions. Would you do it?
I'm the one doing the squatting, sir. No,
oh, you see. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, okay.
I'm the one offering the £500,000. What are you talking about? I'm the one sending the contracts. No, I'm joking. Of course I'm going to...
M900DY, you've got a young picture, so you might be a youngster. And he or she says, get the violin out for Brian. Let me just say to you, right? I don't want nobody to cry for me. Okay, I'm not that. I don't want no sympathy from anybody. What I do, okay, right? I do it because I think, right, it's something I want to do. I do everything within the law. If I do something outside the law, then I deserve to get punished for it, right?
Yeah, but
Because that's
like,
how I think.
so
Okay,
so
so I don't want no one to feel sorry for me.
what would you do? What would you do? Yeah,
Mhm.
that's outside the law that you would happily take the punishment for. What is a crime that you would like think? Do you know what? Fuck it, man. I'll do the time for that shit, bruv.
If somebody hurt one of my kids,
No. Not as a revenge. Like something that you
Mhm.
would wake up in the morning and just boom, just decide. Do you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go and do that shit. That shit worth it, man.
do you know what? I would imagine, right? This sort of thought comes in everybody's head, depending on what the situation is and what it is, because things might get us upset, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Until we get, for me, until we get that, I look at it this way, this evil side that's trying to influence to think a certain way. And then the
Mm.
good side then takes over and say, hang on, right, don't listen to that. Right,
This is
what's
that
going to happen if you do that?
right?
What's going to happen if you do that? And when you start to think about, hang on a minute, I'm feeling angry right now, right? But I need to calm down, right? Think clearly. And when I calm down and think clearly, I think, you know what? There's other ways of dealing with things rather than doing it in a way where
Give
you
me
could
some tips.
end up in prison.
Give me some calming down tips. And don't tell me
Calming
to count.
down,
Don't tell me to count to 10. The teachers tried that. It didn't work.
calming down tips is, okay, you're upset. Say, for instance, you're upset, you're raging, something's really, really, think you're more wiser than whatever there is that's getting you upset. You are more wiser. You know your calming self, and you know your. A lot of us, right? We get so worked up, right? We want to react because also there's lots of incidents where we think something's going to make us look small or make us look like we are a P. I don't use that word, right? Right.
Yeah.
So we react, right? Always think to yourself, you know what? I'm the bigger person. I'm the bigger person because I'm looking at it this way, right? I love my life. I love my freedom.
Mm.
Once you lose your freedom, right, because of that one incident when you got upset, you've now lost your freedom.
For real, I've been there, bro. It's not nice.
Yeah.
Not nice
Yeah.
at all.
Mm. Trust me, there's lots of times I get upset about things. Lots of times, and
Yeah,
you know, and I love my. I've got two daughters. I love my daughters dearly, and I always say to them, please, please, whatever you do, don't go and get yourself in any problems or anything like that, right? Don't, be careful with guys and stuff like that because I don't want to have to come, right, and end up in prison, right? I said, look, just be careful, you know what I mean? And, I'll try and teach them as much. I'm a man. So when I speak to them, I say, listen, look out for
I'm
this,
listening,
right?
Brian, but I'm doing something really haram, and I don't want any of my Muslim brothers and sisters to see. So I'm going to leave that
Okay.
there, but I'm listening to you. I'm listening.
Yeah. So, it's like like every parent, really, you love your kids. I think more than anything else, I think, that's what would really make me that way. And I don't really want to be. So I always say to them, look, just make sure I don't, you do things
To be
within the
fair,
law.
Brian,
You be careful.
because you've got like daughters, like how old are they?
Not telling you. They won't like it if I tell you.
Okay, but like they're not kids no more.
No.
Yeah,
No.
so with girls, yeah,
Yeah.
they give you trouble in their younger years, really, innit? Like most of the time, and
Yeah.
then as they get older, they're normally like your source of joy. Do you know what I mean?
hmm
Whereas boys, they're normally really easy in their younger years, and then like give you a lot of stress and aggro when they're older, innit? So you've had your stressful years.
Yeah. I think with girls, there's difference between. I've never had a son, but the difference between girls and boys is that girls is normally they want to grow up really quickly because of the image they see around them. They want to grow up. They want to grow up too quick, and but the difference is with boys, there's a difference. Where they're growing up is completely different. So you have to
Yeah.
put your foot down with boys. You have to, because You know, it's what you're doing is absolutely right, because when when I saw a lot of things, right, when I moved from primary school into secondary school. I see a lot of children get bullied. You know what I mean? Bullied, and they couldn't handle themselves. They didn't have the intelligence to know that, you know, the only way you can stop being bullied is stop being on your own.
Yeah.
Get
But Brian, so
friends.
how would you feel, right,
Yeah.
if someone came up and started recording your daughters walking down the road?
Oh, funny enough, I've spoken to them about this. Okay, because when I started to record, they questioned me about it and said there's certain things they wouldn't like, and I explained to them, and I said to them, look, if you're on the street and somebody is recording you, you can't tell them. You can ask them to stop recording you, or you can walk on, right? You cannot tell them they can't record you. So if I said to them, so if you're in public and someone is recording you, it's because they want to record. Right, you can ask them. If they say no, I want to record, you just walk on. You don't say another thing, and you just
But
walk
what if
on.
they
If
start
they
following
follow
them?
you, if they follow
if
you,
them?
if they follow you, okay, that would be harassment. Following.
But
They've
what if
said
they're
no, I don't want you to
away
record,
anyway?
and they've walked away. They've walked away, and you start following them. That's completely different. If you're having a
But
discussion
what if you
or whatever,
wait?
and they're walking and you're walking, that's completely different.
So how can you
Mhm.
determine, yeah, that if someone's following you or if they're just walking that way?
What do you mean?
So just say, for example, yeah, I'm not going to use your daughters as an example because I don't want to like
Yeah.
relate it. But just imagine
Yeah.
there's two young girls walking down the street. Yeah, some guy is filming them towards them.
Yeah.
They feel
Yeah.
uncomfortable, so then they say, "Oh, can you stop?" And he says, "No, I'm just filming." And then like they say, "Hey, well, we're leaving," and they start walking away, and then the guy starts to follow them, right? But then they're like, "Oh my god, why are you following me? This is so weird." And they're like, "I'm not following you. This is the way I was going anyway." And then they change direction, and then the guy says, "Oh, I forgot something. I need to go back home." And then he changed direction. Now, at what point is it harassment? And what point is it? Oh, I'm just walking around filming.
Oh, that's a good question, actually. That's
It's
a
a good
very
question.
good question.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Right. Then that would be, then you'd have to prove that's what happened. But he's
Well, no,
recorded or she's recorded. That there's the proof on the actual recording. So if it was to go like to legal, and that person wanted to take it further, he would have or she would have a recording of it. Then obviously, they then would debate whether or not it was harassment or not.
is it that? But that's what I mean. Like at that point,
Always
yeah,
remember, right? It's that person's word against yours, unless there's a witness.
like with like I'm not look like we spoke about this yesterday, Brian. Like, I don't really care too much about what the police system says. You know, I care more about what's right and what's wrong. You know, so like I feel like that's a really dangerous zone because no point can anyone prove to me that I'm not just walking down the street. Like it's impossible for anyone to tell me what my intentions are. You know, so
That's right.
it's a hard one, isn't it, Brian?
It is. That's why I would say to people, you can't dictate to somebody that wants to record in public. You cannot dictate to them.
Yeah,
You can only dictate on what you want to do. You can't tell somebody what you want them to do. You can ask, but if they say no, I'm going to
so
carry on recording.
what about if you was walking down the road, yeah,
Mhm.
and I stood right in front of you, I said, like, "Why are you standing in my space?" And then you moved, and I stood in front of your face again and said, "Why are you standing in my face?" And then you moved again, and I stood in front of you again and said, "Why are you standing in my face?" Like you can't tell me not to stand here. I want to stand here, and every time you moved, I stood in front of your face again. Like, isn't that like? Yeah.
Well, obviously, that person's encroached on your space.
But
They're
how?
being the wrong.
How am I in the wrong?
Because
Oh,
you've moved away, and that person keeps coming and invading your space. That person's in the wrong.
But who says it's
Can't
your
do
space?
that.
In the public, it's not your space. It's public.
No, it doesn't matter. Everybody is entitled to. I think it's 6 feet.
I don't know. I think it's
Everyone's entitled to that. So you can come into someone's space, and if they stretch their hands out at arm's length,
that's
okay. If you
assault.
come,
That's assault.
if you come in between, and you see, that's what happens. because most people won't know that, right? So you tell them, you warn them to say, right, you're coming into my space, and you stretch your hands out, and that is, right, and if they come past that hand, it means they're coming into your space. They're in the wrong. So
Yeah,
all
but
these kind of things, right? And
Brian,
that's why recording is good, Scotty.
Brian,
Yeah.
Brian. But
Mhm.
if I'm stood there and you put your hand out, you put your hand into my space.
Mhm.
Haha.
What do you mean? Put my hand into
Because
your
you
space?
said, you said that if I was
Yeah.
stood in front of you and you put your hand out, yeah,
Mhm.
then you're in my space. But if you put your hand out, you've encroached into my space because you put your hand out. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, but all you're doing is measuring. You're just measuring to say you're using your hands as
My
a
space.
ruler to say
You said everyone deserves 6 foot, yeah, and then you put
6
your
feet.
arms out into my 6 feet, bro. How dare you encroach into my 6 foot of space?
No, it doesn't work like that.
Why doesn't it? You put your arm out. Well, why if I'm stood there and you put your arm out, does your arm not come into my space? Why am I in your space if you put your arm out? You put your arm out. You're in
Right.
my.
Okay. The person that is talking about, right, coming into someone's space. The person that puts their hand out to say you're coming into my space, okay, is
Yeah.
not the aggressor. That person is saying to you, right, my arm's length here, don't come into that arm's length. That's what you're saying. You're not being the aggressor.
For real, for real.
This person here, Scotty, prime time
Oh, ignore them,
1030.
ignore them. They're tapped out, man.
No. This one says, Brian tells Scotty he's my biggest fan.
Look, do me a favor. When he comments, ignore, and hopefully he'll get bored and go away. He's created about 8 accounts today.
What, prime?
Yeah, he's on his like.
But he's bigging you up. He's bigging you up.
Attention because I've been ignoring him, so now he's coming in there to be nice. Then he's gonna come back in here in a second.
Yeah, but Scotty, every single person, right, that make a comment on your page, right, wants attention. Whether it's good or bad,
Yeah, but what we do,
they want attention.
We don't validate bad attention. We don't
Oh yeah,
validate
but what he said there, you're his biggest fan.
Yes, but he's trying to manipulate.
Oh, I see.
He's a manipulator.
Okay. This person here, user 19. Why do you guys use all these numbers? User 191167161 says, I prefer this side of you, Brian. What side of me? What? My left side? My right side?
Brian, didn't what side? Left or right? You old.
Our positive kindness, love. I like that name. You're both smashing it. Much love. And this person gives all the hearts, the Christmas trees.
Hey, that's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's like, Brian's got bands, Brian's got jokes. People like you, Brian. Nice guy, bro.
Not everybody.
Not everyone, but not everyone. Like you see the people that don't like me. Not like some of them have valid reasons, yeah. Because I'm quite unlikable to some people, yeah. But most of the people that don't like me genuinely don't like themselves. So of course they don't like me. They don't even like themselves. If someone don't like themselves, you can't expect them to like you. You know? Do you know Coldest Nation? They don't like you.
Who?
Coldest Nation, they like you.
Who's Coldest Nation?
I don't know. They don't like you though. They say you're straight up people.
Yeah.
He said it like when I said he doesn't like you, he wrote I don't at all.
Ask him, or is it him or her?
It's Mr. Tax is his name.
Has he ever met me?
Have you ever met him? Coldest Nation? Have you? He is the type to record our sisters in Islam are duty bound to security. He's defending our Muslim sisters and saying that you shouldn't be recording them. Which
Recording
I do
who?
agree with that part, Brian. You know
Recording
how I
who?
People. Yeah, but that's what
Recording. Okay, let me just say to him if he can hear.
He
Let me
can
say
hear.
to you. Okay, let me say to you. All right. And I think I actually did a vid on this.
Again,
right?
He threatened you.
I think I did a vid on this. Let me
He
say
he
to
threatened,
you, okay?
he threatened you.
Don't use.
He said
Hang
he
on,
said
Scotty.
he said look, he said this, right? He said nah, if he did, he would be out. He said he would put you out.
Right. You know these type of people. Let me
He
tell you
said
about.
again, he said he would justify and record our sisters because he has a public right. That's what he said.
What?
He said you would justify recording our Muslim sisters because you have a right to
Whose sisters? Whose sisters?
Oh, like
Whose sisters are you talking about? Listen,
call,
let me tell you. Hang on, Scotty. Let me talk. Let me answer this guy, right? And I hope you're listening, right? Your sisters. Listen, you know, it's people like you, right, that have got no love, none whatsoever. You know why? Right? You try to separate people. You try to separate people, right? And then use your religion to do that because it suits you and your feelings. Let me tell you something, yeah? As far as I'm concerned, right? People are people. I don't pick people out to say, you know what? I'm going to record them because they're such and such, or record them because they're such and such. You think that way because what you do is, right, you are a control freak. You look at your, what you call sisters, right? Hang on, Scotty, let me finish, man. You look at you, I hope you're watching. You look at your sisters, as you put it, right? Like you want to control people's lives. You want to control your sisters, yeah? They mustn't do this, they mustn't do that. So the fact that somebody is treating them like how he would treat anybody else, you don't like it. So you are the dangerous person. You are the dangerous person, not me. You, because I'm treating everybody. Hang on, Scotty. I don't like people like this. I'm sorry. I'm treating everybody equally. In other words, if I record somebody, like I've said, everybody knows about recording in public. If I'm treating that person equally, the same way I'm treating everybody else, it means I have respect for them to treat them equally like anybody else. You, on the other hand, right, think you can separate people. Okay, you're separating people, not me. You,
Brian.
I can't stand people like that. Yeah, I need to calm down, man. I don't. Right? I don't. And Scotty, me and you, listen, me and you, you're my brother, right? At the end of the day, why is it Muslims that do this? Why do they look for excuses?
Explain if you let me. Do you want me to explain? Okay.
Yeah.
So I have to defend him in a way because, yeah, our Muslim sisters wear a hijab for a reason, bro. Yeah? And if you see a Muslim woman with a hijab and you take a camera to her, you are doing something wrong. Okay. Now, if a woman doesn't want to wear hijab and she's quite happy to go out the house practically naked and go out and get drunk and be like, then that's okay. She can do that. But if a Muslim woman wants to put on a hijab to protect her modesty, yeah, she doesn't want anyone but her husband to see her, and you take a camera and you film her, you put her online, that is disgusting. That should not ever happen. And if I see a video like that, Brian, me and you wouldn't be friends for very long. Because a Muslim woman who decides to put on a hijab is doing it to protect herself from the world she doesn't want to be looked at. Okay? So one thing I would ask for you is
hang on. What world, Scotty? What?
Because they want to be treated.
This is why, listen, what world?
What do you mean, what world? This world.
This world. Yeah. So she doesn't want to live in the world.
What do you mean doesn't want to live in the world?
You said she doesn't want to be seen in this world.
She doesn't want to be seen by anyone, so she wears the hijab because she doesn't want anyone but her husband.
She's gonna be seen in this world.
But look, Brian, when a Muslim woman puts on a hijab, it is because she doesn't.
No, it doesn't matter what type of. Listen. It doesn't matter what type of woman, right? As far as I'm concerned, right, you are responsible for yourself. So if you have to wear whatever coverings you need to wear, okay, and you have to operate in public like everybody else, you become the same as anybody else. Don't use your religion, okay, to say you can't do this. It's the same thing as what I've said over and over. Nobody can tell me what I can do in public within the law. You are responsible if you want to cover your head, you want to cover your face, but don't tell me what to do. This country is about freedom. We have freedom. If you want to, hang on. If you want to live, if you, don't come to me about respect. If you, want to live into a country, if you want to live into a, listen, you see.
If you respect her,
Scotty, we've talked about the filming issue already, right? It shouldn't be any different for anybody, okay? Everybody.
Everyone feels different, Brian.
Feelings. Feelings.
So why
It's
don't you
got
respect
nothing to do
people's
with
feelings?
feelings.
Why don't you respect
Nothing.
people's feelings?
No.
Why don't
No.
you respect people's
It's,
feelings?
no, it's got nothing at all to do with feelings. And I'll say to
I'm
you, my friend,
telling you,
and
people have a feeling they don't want to be recorded. So why can't you respect that?
Scotty, you see where you've moved from? You've moved from people, right? You know what I mean? And feelings.
Because
Okay.
everyone's different. Everyone's
Right.
different.
Now, see,
People
what
have
your
feelings.
Muslim friend has done there, listen, what your Muslim friend has done there is what most Muslims do. They look for an excuse
You've done
to
all this,
attack people.
all
No,
Muslims
hang
do.
on. They look for excuses to attack people, right? What that shows, it shows you they will look for any excuse to attack someone. What he should be saying to himself, right, is saying, you know what? My Muslim sister, she knows she has to, she live in this country. She knows she has to mingle with people from this country. She
No, she
knows,
doesn't.
he
No, she doesn't.
knows,
No,
let
she
me
doesn't.
finish.
No,
He
she doesn't.
knows, hang
No,
on.
she doesn't.
He
Show me
knows,
a
you
law.
guys don't
Show
listen,
me a
man.
law that
Let me
says you
finish
have
what
to
I'm saying.
mingle. Show me a
He
law that says
knows,
you have to mingle.
when I say mingle,
Show me a law that says you have to mingle.
listen,
No, you
right?
said no,
Listen.
Brian. You made a claim. You made a claim, and you made a claim that says if you live in this country, you have to mingle. Show me
Yes.
a law in this country that says you have to mingle. Show me one that says
Okay.
you have to.
Well, okay.
not a
Let
law.
me explain mingle because I think you're getting mixed up with what I'm saying. Mingle. When I say mingle, I'm not talking about having a date. I'm talking about if you're in right a work capacity, right, you have to mingle
Not
with
all,
different.
not all people
You have
work.
to mingle with
Not
different colleagues.
Not all people
If you're
work.
in
Not all
public,
people work.
you
Not all
have
people
right.
work.
Maybe I shouldn't use the term mingle. Then there's going to be other people there, right? So if you're in public, there's going to be other people there. You walk down the road, you're going to walk past people, right, that are doing their thing. You. Whether you're Muslims, Christian, or whatever, he's doing your thing. If it means as a Muslim person, you have to cover your face, you have to cover your hair for your modesty. That's what you do. Don't tell anybody else what they have to do. And this is where you Muslims get it wrong because you use it. And I tell you, Scotty, don't stick up for people like that because those are the type of people. No, Scotty, those are the type of people. Those are the type of people, Scotty, those are the type of people that have hateful feelings because they look for anything to say you are attacking my religion, right? Those people, you can't have a debate with them because they don't want to hear. I don't like people like that, okay? Whether they're Christians, Jewish, any religion. People that uses excuse, right? I do not like, right? They are dangerous people, okay? And that's why people do things, right, over religion. They can't have a debate. They can't talk, right? They think everything. He's what he says, our Muslim sisters. That means what he's done. That's what he's done. He's separated that person from everybody else. No, no, we're all the same under God. We're all the same under God. That's where you guys forget. We are all the same under God.
Brian, when we tried to speak about your daughters, you separated them from the rest of the world. Why? You wouldn't speak about them so freely and openly like you would.
See, this is what Muslims do. This is what Muslims do. I'm sorry.
Bro,
it's a different argument. It's a different argument. Because I told you, right, that I explained. See, I start saying something, Scotty, and you interrupt. You mention my daughters, I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you again, right? So you goes into your ears. You know, I'll tell you what,
every time I make a point,
no, I'm going to, you mentioned it, I'm going to tell you.
Every time I make a point, you say, this is what the Muslims do. What we make good points, good valid points.
Now, you just mentioned my daughters, and I explained to you what I said to my daughters. I sat my daughters down.
They have feelings.
See, don't interrupt me, man.
They have feelings. Right? They have feelings, and you respect their feelings.
And I sat down. Listen,
if they're not your daughters, you don't respect their feelings. That's what
listen. Right? I sat down and I explained to them, right, because I'm a guy that goes out there and record it in public, right? I explained to them the laws on recording in public and what rights people have there. You are responsible for yourself in public, and people are responsible. You can't tell people what to do in public unless they've committed a crime. Okay, that's what I've told my daughters. Now you've just turned it around and said, "How would you like it if you was daughters?" And I've explained the daughter's situation. Right now, this person talking about his sisters, is it his sister? And if it is his sister, hang on, Scotty. If it is his sister, sit down with her and explain the rules and regulation on public recording, and what you can do as a person, right, is up to you. But don't tell somebody what they should be doing. You can't do that. And that's why I say you Muslims, right? Because I'm not talking about all Muslims, because some Muslims, and I'll tell you what, I've got lots and lots of people that support me that are Muslims that understand. They are more open-minded rather than closed-minded. People that are closed-minded are not willing to dialogue. They're not willing to have a conversation. I can't stand people like that because you can't talk to people like that. And you know what? A lot of the people on here that make the same rubbish comments, right? You get them as well, Scotty. They don't listen to anything. You can't tell them anything. And people that claim to be Muslim that talk like that, you can't tell them anything. And they are dangerous people. Okay? And I've come across it all the time. Right? And I'm going to tell you, if you are like, I'm going to call you out. Right? Don't come to me with my Muslim sisters nonsense. I love everybody. All right? I treat everybody equally. You're using that excuse. If you love your religion and love people. Don't use excuses. People are people. Male, female, they are people. Don't turn around and talk about your Muslim sisters when you got no respect. Yeah? If you're Muslim, if you are the same type of person, if you that would say to your sister, you have to wear this and you have to wear that. You call yourself decent? I have no respect for you whatsoever. None.
Can I talk? Can I talk now? Okay.
I probably messed up my life now, man, because of that stupid comment.
Talk, Brian.
So this person's telling me they hate me. If it was what? He's trying to threaten me? This person's trying to threaten me or what? Is that what he's saying? You're trying to threaten me?
Brian, can I talk?
Boy.
Can I talk? Can I talk?
I can't stand people like that, Scotty. I don't like people like that, man. Right? Everyone can see, right? I am the way I am, right? I try to be nice as much as I can, right? But people like that, right, who've got no understanding whatsoever.
Brian,
and then call yourself a holy person? You think you can hide underneath an umbrella as a Muslim, right? With your hate? You are not a good person. You are not a very nice person. I hope you hear everything I've said to you. You are not a nice person, right? I've met good Muslims, man. Peaceful Muslims, right? That would not even talk like that. They would say, listen, we've got certain issues and whatever, but I understand about recording in public. We do live in this country, okay? But I understand that. But you've got hateful feelings, my friend. Hateful feelings. Go on, Scotty. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Okay. So, you, right, say that we shouldn't treat anyone different, right? Yeah?
No, I didn't say that.
Okay. So, should we treat everyone with respect? Should we do that?
Everybody deserves respect, depending if that person's showing you respect, yes.
Okay. So, if someone, like, if I come up to you now, yeah, and I said to you, Brian, look, as a Muslim brother, yeah, I really don't like it that my Muslim sisters who have made a really hard decision to put on the hijab. I don't like it that you film. And I'm going to ask you really nicely and really respectfully, if you do see a sister in the hijab, please don't film her. Would you listen to me, or would you say, no, I have a right to do it still?
Yeah.
You say you're not going to listen to me?
No, why would I listen to you?
Because I've come and asked you nicely and respectfully to please don't do something that I know will upset them.
Look, let me just put it this way, right?
No, but you said everyone deserves respect. So why don't
you ask me a question, I'm going to answer it. Now you ask me a question and I'll answer it. Okay. I don't go out there purposely to film anybody. Okay. If I go out like a photographer does, they've got their camera with them. If something comes up and I think, you know what, I'm going to take a recording of this, then I'll take that recording of it.
That's fine. That's fine.
Right. So the point I'm trying to make is this. Can you imagine if I said, right, today I'm going to go out, I'm going to record every Muslim woman. I don't do that. I don't do that.
So what I'm saying,
no, but your friend there with your comments, that's probably what he's thinking in his head.
Brian is not my friend. But what I'm saying is okay, like, I'm not going to ask you to not film an incident because there's a Muslim sister or something. Yeah. But like, would you like just not randomly film them because I've asked you to?
So why would they be any different to anybody else? So if those, for instance, hang on. Say for instance, right? And I've done that where, you know what I mean? There's been, now the thing is this, because somebody is, look, this is why I look at things, yeah? Right? Because somebody is wearing a burqa over their head or whatever, right? Who am I to say those people are Muslims or Christians or what religion they are? Who am I? I don't care what you say. Who am I? Right? What I'm doing. Hang on. No, you see, this is where you guys don't listen.
How do you know if she's Muslim if she's wearing a burqa? Did you hear?
How do you know?
Statement. She's
How
wearing
do you
a
know?
burqa.
Yeah, so that makes her Muslim.
Yes, 100%. If you're wearing a
Does
burqa,
it?
you are a Muslim. Yes.
Does it?
No, if you are not a Muslim, you would not wear a burqa. 1,000,000%.
No, you wouldn't. How do you know?
Because I know 1,000,000%.
No. So you know,
I know
every person's mind. You know every person's
I know
mind.
everyone
How
who
do
wears
you
a
know?
burqa.
Listen,
I know them all.
listen.
I know them all.
Okay, let me ask you another
WhatsApp
question.
group.
Let me ask you another question.
WhatsApp.
Hang on. Let me ask you another question. Okay, you're Muslim. If in a Muslim household, right, that father or that mother says to that daughter, right, you are not going on the street, right, unless you put on that, right? Even if that child, right, hasn't got that Muslim-minded thought, right, you're saying that person is still a Muslim because they're wearing that burqa.
Of course, she's still a Muslim.
Of course, you're saying of course.
Of course.
What? Because she's forced to be a Muslim.
Well, who's forcing them?
I just gave you an example.
No, you haven't. You've just plucked something out of thin air. Who says that they're being forced? You just made that up.
Okay. All right. Let me just ask you another question then. Right? How many times, right, people that have been brought up in a Muslim way that leaves, okay, and change their religion? How many times?
Not often.
What do you mean not often? Why not often?
Not many people leave Islam. More people come to Islam than leave. More people.
Yeah, but people.
You will very, very, very rarely find, a Muslim who leaves Islam for another religion. It doesn't really happen.
Why isn't the Muslim man wearing a burqa and covering his ear?
Have a hijab. It's from our belly button to our knees. We must keep it covered. That is our hijab.
Right. Okay. All right. So I can't see that. Yeah.
You're not allowed to see from my belly button to my knees. No.
So I can't see that. But then, right, I'm supposed to work out if that person's a Muslim or not. If he's
I'm
on
not
the
asking.
public highway.
I'm not asking you to not record Muslim men. Muslim men don't have the same rights as Muslim.
Oh, right. So you that's right. Okay. So it's okay to record men, but it's not all right to record women.
Yeah. Women are sacred. They're precious. They are treated a lot better than men. Women don't have to work. Women don't as a Muslim man, my money is her money and her money is her money. That is like the way that women are treated in Islam. They're treated like royalty. They are treated much better than men.
Okay. So if that's your wife, your girlfriend, that's acceptable, yeah? Right. Okay.
No, wife. So for example, just say for example, I'm walking down the street with my wife and she's wearing a hijab. Yeah. You're like doing a walking down the road video, filming me and my wife. Yeah. And I said to you, brother, my wife is a Muslim. She's like our religion states, to protect a woman and to not put her publicly. Can you stop recording, please? What would you say?
What are you doing in public?
I'll bite your nose off at that point and spit it back in your face.
Well, then, if you want to come with violence, right, then I'm allowed to defend myself. All right? The point I'm trying to make, listen, the point I'm trying to make is this, okay, right? And you still can't see what I'm trying to say, right? You can come with all you can come with all your examples, right? I've said this before, right? As far as I am concerned, right, it doesn't matter to me what religion you are, right? You are a human being the same as I am, like the same as anybody else. Okay, don't come to me with your religion. Don't use your religion. What you do, right, in your religion, it's up to you. Don't use it to turn around and say, you know what, this is this country. If you're in a listen, that's why when you mentioned about Dubai, I said, right, I'm not going to break any laws, right, in another country. Don't come, right, to a country, right, that is open, right, and gives everybody the right to do something they want to do in public within the law. Don't think you can tell them what to do. If you don't like what someone's doing, right? If you don't like what someone's doing, you walk on. If I was to follow you, right, then it would be different. Then you would have every right to do what you want to do. But don't turn around and tell me what to do. You cannot tell me what to do.
I asked you.
Don't you ask, and you said if I carried on, then you would start to use violence. It means you don't accept. You want me to accept? Hang on. No. You want me to accept, right? What you want, but you don't want to accept what I want. That is a difference, right? That is a difference. Don't come to me with that. Listen, I respect everybody. I respect everybody. Okay.
No, you don't.
What you do in private.
No, you don't.
What Muslims do in private. What Christians do in private. What every single religions do in private. That's down to them. But don't come out in the public. Don't come out in the public and try and tell me what to do. I'm not going to tell you what to do. And that's the
ask
freedom. And that's the free.
nicely.
Hang on, Scotty, my brother.
I'd
Scotty,
ask you nicely.
Scotty. That's what we have in this country is freedom. Okay? You have freedom. I have freedom. Don't use right. Don't use your religion, right, to try and take away my freedom. And that's what I don't like. I will defend my freedom 100%. Even
I would defend my Muslim
even
sisters 100%.
even you're Muslim. You see, there you go again. There you go again. There you go. What are you defending? What are you defending? Are you defending peace and love, or
defending
feelings?
my sister's modesty.
Feelings, modesty, modesty.
Yeah,
she's covered up. That's the modesty.
Yes,
that's what she's covered up.
I'm not letting you film it. She's being modest. You are coming.
No, you can't stop. No.
Allowing you to film it.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. You still don't get it.
I get it.
You don't get it. You're not accepting it. And the thing is, someone asked me, said, why do you always say you Muslims? Okay. And I've explained, right? I've spoken to lots and lots of, and a lot of Muslims on here that do actually comment to me, right? And we can have a dialogue, or we can talk, right? Right. Now, right. And that's right. Because, but hang on, but Scotty, be fair.
All you Christians are the same.
Yeah, but be fair. No, I didn't say all is the same. I didn't say all the same because I didn't say that. You see, now you're twisting it out. Okay?
No.
What I say is, right, Muslims always say the same thing. Okay?
Yeah, we always speak the
now, and you do say the same thing. Okay, do you agree you say the same thing?
Well, us Muslims, yeah. La ilaha illallah.
You see, you're saying yes, but you're attacking me. You're attacking me for saying that you do. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. You say yes, but then you're attacking me for saying that all Muslims seem to say the same thing.
No,
you're attacking me for saying that, and I've just asked you, right, if they do say the same thing. You said yes.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying, Scotty. Do you see what I'm saying? No, you can't. You can. I know you can.
No, because I
know you can.
We say, don't record our Muslim sisters, please. That's what we say. And you say, yeah, we're going to do it anyway. All you Christians are the same.
Do you know what? We got to this conversation, right, because somebody, right, came out with this because this is Scotty, hear me out, man. Scotty, hear me out. Hear me out, right? All right. It doesn't matter what conversation we're having, yeah? Right? We talked about a lot of things. We talk about different things and stuff like that. This person here, I need to go back. I'm not going to get upset. This person here goes back, right? And this could have been a conversation about any person. But what do? They've used a religion, right, to get angry.
No, because
me and you've been talking about different topics, mate. You see, you can't take it. You don't like it.
Let me explain the difference.
Yeah.
Let me explain the difference. Now, when I say a Muslim woman and a Muslim sister, there are some Muslim sisters who dress provocatively and who wouldn't care, right? So when I say a Muslim sister, it's because I know that the Muslim sisters who protect their modesty by wearing hijab don't want to be recorded. Now, there are a lot of English women who wouldn't want to be recorded, and I will defend them the same way, yeah? But most of the times, English women, like, they don't dress particularly modesty for any reason. Maybe some do for their own reasons, but not because of an objective thing like a religion, okay? Now, if a woman decides that she doesn't want any man or woman who is not related to her to look at her, and you don't respect that, yeah, then that is a problem. You should respect a woman enough to say, if she has made a decision to cover herself, then I'm not going to film her because she obviously doesn't want to be filmed. And that's what we're asking for, is that respect. Like, I'm not saying you can't do it. You can, but you should be nicer. Yeah, you should be nicer.
So take your point. Take the point. I've calmed down. You've just said something. You don't even want me to respond.
You should show them more respect. The respect that they are asking.
Okay, right. Can I respond? So taking what you've just said just then, right, about recording. So are you therefore saying, right, that same Muslim woman, right, is also saying to me, you can't look at me?
Yes. She doesn't want you to look at her.
So you can tell somebody that's got their own two eyes, you can't look at me.
She's not telling you that. She's covering herself and she's walking down the street and she's left alone.
There you go. There you go.
Oh,
She is what she is doing that counts. What she is doing that counts. Not what someone else is doing. Okay. What she is doing by covering herself, that is her modesty. She is taking care of that. Don't tell me what to do. If you are taking care of your modesty, right? This is a country, right, where we do things in public. We're gonna be passing and walking and talking to other different people. Okay, what you do to cover your modesty. You talked about the English girls or the Western girls, right, dress a certain way. They decide they want to do that. The Muslim girls decide they want to cover themselves up. That is your choice. Okay, I've got nothing against that. Don't use that to turn around to say to me, I can't look at you. You can't record me. I don't want you to do anything because I'm a Muslim. That is a load of nonsense. It's non-argument.
From God. It's an obligation from God, not her decision. God has asked her to do that.
Right, she's done that.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, if a woman has made that decision, you should, as a man, show enough respect to say, I'm gonna try and not film her. And if you don't do that, you have no respect.
So you see, this is the thing, right? And no disrespect, right, to you Muslim women out there, okay, right? But you know, for me, this is it. And I can't put all Muslim men in the, and you know, before anybody else think this, right, this is like, me and Scotty have these discussions, right? It might seem heated, right? But we love each other, right? We're brothers, you know what I mean? Right? But this is the thing here, right? Now, the Muslim men, in my experience, this is what I notice, is they get all heated up on whatever, right? When it comes to the women, right? Yes, I wouldn't even call it protect. Listen, I wouldn't even call it protect, right? You people look for excuses, right? And listen, and let me tell you something, right? Certain types of people are certain type of people. Now, we talked about comments, right, Scotty, right? Now, because I recalled police, right? The amount of horrible comments that I get. Now, I spoke to a police, WPC, what I call them WPC, and a male police officer, right? This video shows, that's why I love this video, because it shows everything. Because this police officer says, no, we're not called WPCs anymore. We're called police officers. We are called police officers. Do you know what? Right? The amount of comments, right, that I got, because what they did is they used her because she was female. They said you was attacking her because she was a female, right? You do not like women, right? Now go back to this Muslim thing. What they did, hang on, I'm not finished there. This is the point. As soon as I go there, Scotty, you want to interrupt because you know where I'm going, right?
I don't know where you're going.
Those type of people,
around the houses, bro.
Listen, hang on, Scotty, my friend. Those type of people, right? Okay. Those ones, right, that say they're Muslims, right? Right? That have the hate, right? Is the same type of people that were attacking me about that police woman. Because what they do is they look for any little excuse because they're already like that in heart. That's how they are in heart. They've no love. Right? So what they do is they look for any excuse to want to attack. So this little guy here, right, talking about his nonsense there, right? He doesn't even know me, right, but want to comment on me, right, and start to talk about violence, right? Is that he's got no love in his heart and he's using excuses.
I like that. Am I like that? Do I have hate in my heart? Am I like that?
No, I don't think so. I think, listen.
So the fact that I'm not like that, but I'm still sitting here saying, can we please just show people a bit more respect if they don't want to be filmed? Yes, okay, you have a right to film them. Okay, we accept that. Yeah, you have a right. But we're just saying, out of human decency, to not. Some people.
Do you know what, Scotty? I hear what you're saying, okay? But listen to this, right? Now, when I talk about that, right, and this is the point when I talk, right, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it again, because I don't want to be done, right, for hate speech, because everybody seems to want to do me for hate speech, right?
I get.
I haven't got a hate for anybody, right? I love everybody.
You do
All
sound like
right,
you.
Scotty, hear me out, man. You have to hear me out, seriously.
I'm
So
listening,
you
but
have to have a little bit of patience. I listen to you. You got to have a little bit of
you
patience,
sound
man.
a little,
Seriously,
little bit
right? Right.
misogynistic.
So all I'm saying is this, right? And I don't want people to think, right? Right. I love all peoples. Doesn't matter to me. People always say this, right? And people tend to ignore what I say. People
Yeah,
are
but
people as
what you
far as
say,
I'm.
your actions have to correlate with your words.
Scott, you're not
You
letting
have
me
to.
finish what I'm saying, mate. You're not letting
I
me
heard,
finish what I'm saying.
but you have
You're
like your
not. You're
actions
not letting me finish.
correlate.
Listen, it's like I said to you before. Like I said to you before, right? A, B, C, D. If you start A, B, and you can't get to C, D, it means
But
you
I know
haven't
you're.
heard and listened to what
When
I'm
you
saying.
say A and B, I know you're gonna say C and D because I'm smart, bruv. Yeah. So I don't have to sit here and wait for you to say C and D. I know you saying C and D.
So you've already determined what C and D is going to be.
Yes.
See, that's not good.
What? That's not good. You film women on the street.
That's not good, my brother. Seriously, it isn't. You
Stop,
know,
stop trying to give the prostitutes your money. Sometimes it's good. Have you seen that meme?
right? Right. What I was going to say is this, and the reason why I was just summarizing first of all is that, right, I want people to understand that I don't hate anybody, right? I've got nothing against Muslims. I think they're misguided, but you know that's just my opinion, right? They would say the same thing about me. So it's the same way you can have an opinion about me, I can have an opinion about you. But you see,
Yeah.
Muslims would probably attack me because I've said that, even
No,
though
because-
even though it works both ways.
Of
You
course.
see? Anyway. Let me just say. Right. Okay. As far as I know, since I've been recording, I've done over 800 videos. Right. There's only been one incident. Right. Where there was, I think it was 2 or 3 ladies with scarves. Right. And they, hang on, mate. They were working for the council. They were working for the council, and they were giving out. I think they was giving out masks and pamphlets regarding this depression that's going on, right? And I recorded because I was recording anyway. So I approached them, right? Muslim people are not going to give me respect to say that I treated them the same way I would treat anybody else that was working for the council. They're not going to see it that way. They're just going to look at it and see Muslim women and think, bang, you are attacking them because they're Muslim. I can't stand people
but
like
there's
that.
a really good question here.
Cannot stand people like that.
There's a really good question here.
One video.
There's a really good question here, yeah? And it's because you made the misguided comment, yeah? So the question is Jesus fully God?
Huh?
Is Jesus fully God?
Why are you changing the subject?
No. Someone's asked questions. You spoke about misguided. I just want to ask this one question and we move away from it. But is Jesus fully God?
Look.
Is just yes or no? Because I haven't got time to go all around. Is Jesus fully God?
No, but you see, it's
is
complex.
Jesus fully God? Yes or no?
It's complex.
Is Jesus fully God? Yes or no?
It's complex.
So you don't know?
It's complex.
Okay. So we're misguided, but you just say it's complex. Okay.
It's complex.
Who's the misguided one, really? Ask me about my religion.
If Muslim don't think right, is Jesus God? All these things that happened before our time, right, is not complex, then you're not telling the truth.
Can't answer my question. You're a runner. You're a track star. Is Jesus God?
Right.
Is Jesus God? Yes or no?
In verses in what he said in the
Brian,
Bible tells
Jesus
us so.
God? Yes or no? Yes.
Well,
yes.
I would say that yes.
Okay. Is the Father God? Yeah.
You're talking about Jesus.
No. So got Jesus. Now the Father. Is the Father God?
Are you talking about God or Jesus?
I'm like, okay. So we're gonna start at the beginning, right? Is Jesus God? Jesus, who walked the earth, the man, is he God?
Yes.
Okay. The Father out in heaven, is he God?
Yeah.
How many gods do you have?
1.
Okay. Is the Holy Spirit God?
No.
No. Okay, so you only have 2 parts of your Trinity then. You don't have a 3-part Trinity. You have a duo.
The Holy Spirit, right, is God Almighty. He is the one Spirit. But there's different types of spirits. There's different types of spirits.
Okay, so
we all have spirits.
Right, let's start again. One more time. We're gonna go for it. So is Jesus God?
Yes.
Is the Father God?
Yep.
Is the Holy Spirit God?
The Holy Spirit
Brian,
The Holy Spirit.
let's go back to the beginning.
I'm going to answer it. I'm going to answer it. As you said, right, I didn't hear when you said Holy Spirit. I didn't hear you say that. But now you've said, hang on. Now you've said, now you said Holy Spirit. Yeah, God.
Is Jesus God?
Yeah, all three into one.
Father God. Is the Father God?
All three into one.
3 in 1, like shampoo.
All three is into
Head
one.
and shoulders. Is that who you worship? The heads and shoulders.
So the Holy Spirit, which is
there
Jesus
will be no more
and God,
than
is the same. Is the same. You know, we was talking about. You mentioned the babies that was slaughtered.
Brian, take back the misguided comment. Take it back. Take it back.
What misguided?
You said that Muslims are misguided. Take that back.
No, I said no. Listen, who said that?
You did.
I said you are misguided.
No, you said Muslims are misguided.
You see, this is another thing again. This is another thing again. You see all these comments that you're getting. It's the same type.
What did he say?
It's Scotty, my friend. Listen,
right?
I said you are misguided.
Right? He said that, right?
I said you are misguided.
No, because you said I bet the Muslims would even say that about me. That's what you said. You said Muslims are misguided, and I bet they.
And then you said. Yeah, but I thought that, and I said you are misguided. I said you are my brother, but maybe a little bit misguided. I'm talking to you. Listen, them little comments out here. Listen, don't stop looking for excuses. I'm talking to my brother here. Yeah, you want to be a hater? Be a hater. I'm talking to my brother, right? That's who I told him is misguided. I'm talking to him. Yeah. So carry on being your hater. Carry on being your hater, right? You listen. I've met Muslims, right, that have got love in their hearts, right? Love in their heart. I'll tell you what, a lot of Muslims, right, Scotty, that probably doesn't agree with me, would probably say, bro, I don't agree with you, but I love you, my brother, right? These are people, right, that are real Muslims, right? You have Muslims, right, that have got a hate. They look for any excuse, right, to attack, all right? Now, I'm not interested in Muslims like that. The Muslims, right, that have got a true love in their hearts are the ones that I'm interested in, right? But, you know, these haters would probably brainwash you to say, listen, he hates all Muslims. I don't hate anybody, right? I love all people.
Why are you generalizing like Christians? Like some Christians aren't bad. Some atheists aren't bad.
I said that to you. I've said that.
Why are you generalizing?
I've not said that to you. No, I've said to you that some Christians, right, do not believe, right, Jesus and the Holy Spirit. They do other things and then call themselves Christians. That's what I've said. Okay? You're always going to get people, and that's why I believe, Scotty, right? That's why I don't label people like, say, Muslims, British, because Muslims, they want to celebrate. They don't want to separate.
Put down there, his dad want to be not filming public. How dare you, you rootin' tootin' Muslim scumbags, coming over here and y'all hijab and saying I can't record y'all. But you need Jesus.
Good, man.
You need Jesus in your life. Jesus Christ compels you.
That was a good piece of acting, man.
Thank you. Hit me up in the DM.
You had that accent to a T.
Yeah, you darn rootin' tootin' Muslims.
That was good. I like that. Where were we?
You was being really racist, bro.
What?
You was being racist towards my Muslims.
No, man. No.
You was.
Listen, Muslims are people like anybody else, right? I don't like this label thing, right? I know that. Now, that's not being disrespectful, right?
Well, you've been labeling them for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, but the thing is this, right? Is because people have brought it up, right? I'm talking to you, right? As far as I'm concerned, right? You are a human being, right?
Right, Brian, I think there's only one way to settle this. Brian, there's only one way to settle this.
Oh, you know I can't win, man.
Come on. Only one way to settle this, bro.
Boy, there's no way I can win that, man. Seriously.
My Muslims, don't let me down. My Muslims, don't let me down, right? I'm defending you here.
Listen.
Don't make me lose.
Listen, before we start, right? There's no way I'm going to win against Scotty. Let's face it, man. You know what I mean?
But then if I lose, Brian, you need to say, I am sorry.
Sorry for what?
For refusing to stop filming our Muslim sisters.
I've recorded one.
I'm not talking about
800 videos.
I'm not talking about.
There was one incident. One. This is what I mean. You see, it's what I'm saying. I've
Yeah, you got
recorded one incident out of over 800 videos. How ridiculous! Anybody else out there? Anyone else out there think this is ridiculous? You think about it. I've recorded everything you can think about. Right, over 800 videos. There was one incident, right, where there was 2 or 3 ladies
what
that
is
had a scarf. A scarf. They didn't have it over their face. They had a scarf
no, there was
over their hair.
what,
Okay, which there is with their Muslims. They're
Brian,
allowed to
Brian,
do so.
Brian,
Okay,
Brian, Brian,
I am
Brian,
getting criticised for
Brian,
one
Brian,
incident
Brian,
out of
Brian,
over
Brian,
800. This is
Brian,
my point.
Brian, I don't
Yes,
know
mate.
about this incident. I don't know about this incident. Tell me. I don't know anything
Yeah.
about it.
Oh, that person knows about the incident. Yeah.
Tell me. I want to know.
Huh?
I want to know.
I told you.
What incident?
I told you
No,
what
tell me
happened.
this. What happened?
I told you.
When?
This is a long time ago.
Okay, I forgot. Tell me
But at the
again.
beginning of the summer, right? I was recording down this high street, okay? And I approached, I think it was 3 women that had headscarves on, yeah? They were working
Why
for the
did you
council
approach them? Why did you approach them?
because they were working for the council.
Okay, fair enough.
They were sending out leaflets, giving out leaflets to everybody they came across on the street. Okay? So
Street.
so let's face it, you know me. I like to record my interactions, right? So I've gone up and I said, "Hello, what is that here?" And they didn't want to talk to me, even though they were giving out leaflets. They worked and they had the council, name of the council on their high vis jackets.
Did they
Okay?
give you a reason?
Huh?
Did they give you a reason?
Right. So when I approached them, okay, they started to walk away from me. So I turned around and I said, "You're working on behalf of the council, and I'm a member of public, and I'm asking you questions." One of them stopped, and she turned around. She said, "We're working for the council," and then she carried on. I didn't follow them. I left. So that's what this person is moaning about. One incident. As far as I'm concerned, they're people. What you think I should treat them because they've got a headscarf on differently to anybody else?
I personally think, yeah, that if a woman, like I'll be honest with you, yeah, if I'm walking down the road, yeah, and I see a drunk woman half naked, yeah, and then I see a Muslim sister covered up, I would definitely treat them differently. The Muslim sister covered up, I would just lower my gaze and walk past. And the drunk woman, you know, like of course I would look at them differently, of course, because they're asking to be treated differently. Their actions, their body language, what they're wearing, they are asking you, please treat me differently. So respect them and do it.
Are they both the 2 examples you gave? Are they both human beings?
Of course, but they both have different wants, and we should respect people.
Right. Okay. And people entitled to that, yes?
What people are entitled to want what they want, yeah.
People are entitled, right? If they want to damage themselves, they're entitled to do that. We have freedom to do that. Okay. And if people want to walk down the street with a headscarf on, they have the freedom. They have the freedom to do that.
Brian, but this is where we differ because in my religion we don't have the right to kill our bodies. It's haram and they are sins, and we will be held accountable for them. So it's different, and you need to respect that people are different.
I've just said that people are different.
Yeah, but then respect that they're different. Don't expect to treat everyone the same. Don't expect that a Muslim sister who has taken the decision to cover herself should be treated the same as a girl on OnlyFans who gets her boobs out in public. They want to be treated differently. So respect it. That's all I'm saying.
When you say get treated differently, okay, you're gonna see 2 different types of people in their everyday life. Okay, that's what you're gonna see. Yeah. All right. The ones that you say that dress a certain way, they've decided to do that. The ones that decided they want to wear headscarf and be another way and do what they've decided to do that. Right. What you cannot do, all right, is tell people what to do. You cannot tell people what to do. Of course, I've lost.
Look, bro, Brian, listen though. Listen. At what point am I telling you anything? I'm just saying that you can look at people and you can tell by the way that they carry on that they want to be looked at or treated a little bit differently. And why are we not respecting that? Why are we saying, I don't care how you want to be treated. I don't care. I'm going to treat you exactly how the law says I can.
Scotty, right? What you've done again, right?
Us
I've
Muslims,
told you.
what did
I told you
did
what
us
actually.
Muslims
I
do?
told you. I told you what actually happened, right? And I told you that was one incident,
I'm
right,
not
out
talking
of
about. I'm not
800
saying.
and
No,
something videos,
I'm not talking
800
about
and
it.
something
I'm not.
videos, right?
Well, let
You
me
will
just finish.
always defend, right, what these people are saying, right, because you feel that you've been attacked because you're a Muslim, right? Now, what you say to me, I never feel as if you're attacking me because I'm a Christian, okay?
No.
Right, because I don't think like that. I think of people have, right, freedoms to express themselves, right, and give an opinion. So I'm not going to think to myself, you're only attacking me because I'm a Christian. I don't think like that. And I would hope most Christians wouldn't think like that, because we don't think like that. We understand, okay, that people have free will. That's what God gave us. If you want to commit sin, you have to pay for that sin when you meet your maker. We believe that. Okay, I'm not going to use excuses to say you're attacking me, right, because I'm this, that, the other, right? This is what I don't like about the Muslim way, right? Why, right? That person is a human being. So, in other words, right, if I've gone up and approached, say, 4 people, 2 of them are Muslims and 2 of them are ordinary other, Westerners or whatever, right? Okay, I go over to the Westerners and I treat them a certain way. I ignore the 2 that have got headscarf on. All right. You could then interpret that to say that I've disrespected them too, because
No,
I've approached them too. It depends what the subject is. I've
no, we
approached them
don't want
too.
you to
I've
approach
ignored
them.
them too. Hang
We
on.
don't want you to
I've
approach them.
ignored them. Hang on, mate. Hang
We
on.
don't
Hang
want
on.
you to approach them.
Hang on, Scotty. I've ignored those 2. Some of these comments that people speak depends on what the subject is about. They would then turn around and say, you've only ignored them 2 because they were wearing headscarf. This is the argument. This is why I say, right, I
Headscarf
treat
is a
people
mask
as
being
people,
ignored.
right?
A
Don't
headscarf
use
is
excuses.
ignored.
Don't use
A headscarf,
excuses.
a
All right?
headscarf is
That's why I can't
actually
stand people like
no,
that.
Brian. When a woman puts on a headscarf, it is her asking, I don't want you to look at me, interact with me. Leave me alone. She doesn't want you.
I tell you what, listen, no, listen. I tell you what happened to me once, right? When I was working for this electrical company, right, I was looking for this place, right? And I didn't know where it was. I didn't know how the numbers worked and everything like that. And there was a lady approaching me, right, with a headscarf on, right? She just had her head covered and everything. As she approached me, I said, excuse me, can you tell me? And there was about 4 or 5 Muslim guys across the road. Well, Asian guys across the road. So as she was approaching me, I said to her, excuse me, do you know where this number is? Right? She held her head down and she said no and walked off. Right?
Yeah.
She then walked about 4 doors away, used her key and walked in. So she knew exactly where that number was, so she ignored me, right? And yeah, I looked across the road, right?
You
And
made her
then
feel uncomfortable, bro.
hang on, when I
You
looked
made her
across
feel
the road, right?
uncomfortable approaching a lady,
Listen.
walking up to a woman on the street right outside her house. You probably scared her. No? Is that not possible?
I looked across the road, right? And these Asian guys were giving me dirty looks like I'd committed a crime. All I did, right, was ask a lady walking towards me
No, they
where a
probably looked
number
and thought,
was.
who is this man approaching this woman outside of her house, and was probably just watching just to make sure he wasn't a weirdo, bro.
You see how you're taking it, Scotty? I've just told you exactly what happened, and see the way you're taking it.
Yeah, because there's a lot of weirdos around, yeah, and you've walked up to some woman on her own outside of her house, she shit herself and walked in, and you're surprised.
Okay, when I started, did you listen to when I started, right? When I
who probably all know each other. Who is this guy? We've never seen him before.
Scotty, calm down, man. Calm down. Calm down. And this is the thing, right? Right? Because I'm aware of this, right? So when I start off explaining something to you, I try to create a picture so you can see it. But what you've done, you've just ignored the picture that I've created. I said I used to work for. Let me can I finish?
Subjective to you.
I said to you, listen. I said to you, I used to work for an electrical company. And that means I would have been in a uniform with the title of the electrical company. The vehicle that I'm driving would have been covered, right, with it. They all saw this. The lady saw this. The guys, because it wasn't a big road. Okay, they all saw that. But you see, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they saw it, because you've ignored what I said to say this random person. You've ignored that because you want to think what you want to think.
No,
because you create your own picture.
He doesn't have to
and that's the
you.
point. I brought this subject up, right? I brought this subject, right? So you could look at it, right? Step outside the box and look at it. Look at it.
You've got offended. You've got offended because she didn't tell you the number. Yeah.
No, I'll tell you why I got offended.
To tell
No, you can't tell me what I felt. I'll tell you what I felt. I'll tell you what I felt. I'll tell you what I felt.
Go on.
I felt, right, that, okay, because she felt, right, a certain way to a man approaching her, right, she acted in that way, even though she was only 4 doors away. She knew where this house number was, right, so she did that, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'll tell you why I felt bad.
Did she break the law?
I felt bad. Listen, I felt bad. No, stick to the subject. I felt bad.
Stick to the subject. Why? Because it's double standards. She can't make her decision to not talk to and go in the house, but you can put a camera in someone's face like that just because they're out in public. It don't matter. It doesn't matter whether they want it or not. You can go up to people with your camera like that, and that's okay. But a Muslim woman can't say, "I don't want to talk to you," and quickly go in her house and not answer your question.
Okay.
Is that what you're saying?
Let's just get back to the point, right?
Oh, no.
You asked me.
Answer it. Why is it okay for you to go up to strangers you don't know, push your camera in their face?
Yeah, you're repeating yourself.
To ignore you and walk in
You're
the house.
repeating yourself, right? Let's talk about the question. The question that I asked this lady. The question that I asked this lady, and I tell you why I felt away. I felt away, right?
We don't care about your feelings.
I felt away.
This is what you said earlier. Feelings. Who cares about feelings? It's about what you're allowed to do. I
felt away. I
don't care about your feelings. Don't care about feelings.
Okay, all right. You don't care about my feelings, but let me explain.
You don't care about no one's feelings. You only care about what the law says you're allowed to do. So I don't care about your feelings.
Okay, all right. And forget about my feelings. Okay.
Yeah. Forget about them. Don't even talk about them.
My feelings. Forget about my feelings. Right. First of all, right. We wasn't having a conversation. You didn't have to have a conversation with me. Okay, don't make something into something it's not, right? It's not a conversation. Okay, so the reason why I felt away, it's like me approaching. It's like me. I'm in uniform, Scotty. I'm in uniform, and I'm asking. Look, right. He's in
uniform. If he's in uniform, you must respect him and answer him. But if you're not in uniform, if you're a Muslim in hijab, then there's no respect for you.
Do you know how many Muslim women, houses that I've been into? Do you know how many Muslim houses I've been into?
It's the uniform.
Do you know how many Muslim women's houses I've been into?
How would I know that?
Right. So you're talking to somebody, right, that have been into all nationalities type of houses.
What has that got to do with it?
Right. It's got a lot to do with it.
What?
It's got a lot to do with it.
Show me the relevance.
Show me
the relevance. No. Show me the relevance of you going into loads of different nationalities' houses and you putting a camera in someone's face. Where's the relevance? Where is the relevance to that?
Right. So you want to go back to the camera then? Make your mind up what you want to go back to.
What do you mean go back to? You don't answer any
points. I gave you examples. I was giving you examples, right, of incidents, right, because you was talking about, you know what I mean, the recording of Muslim women in headscarves, right?
So you mean that
right? And I gave you an example, so you want to go back to the recording. So, okay, we'll stick to the recording because it suits you. So let's talk about, what do you want to ask about that?
No. Please continue.
Right? So then, if, say for instance, right, if I'd asked, say a white lady or a black lady, excuse me, do you know where this number is? And because it was named houses, okay, where it is, and she just lived 4 blocks away, she probably said no, sorry, I don't know, I'm sorry, and walked off, right? Or any other lady would said no, sorry, and walked off. Nobody across the road. Hang on, wait a minute. Nobody across the road would be giving me dirty looks. Right, but these 4 or 5 Asian guys, right, felt they had to give me a dirty look because I treated a lady with a scarf like. Hang on, I treated a lady with a scarf like how I would treat any other human being. I treated. I'm going to say it again. 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 And what if it was? And what if it was?
Then they're looking to see who is this man talking to my mum? They're just looking. That's all they've done was look.
Go again.
And
see what I mean.
What to look?
Look.
Is it against the law to look?
It was.
Is it against the law for them to look at you?
Look, right? A hateful look. Do you know what a hateful look looks like?
Look.
Do you know what a hateful look looks like?
A hateful look. Okay. Well, then you have a.
Do you know?
hateful
You see what I mean? You don't even
You
listen,
have a
man.
hateful
Seriously.
camera. You have a
Listen,
camera,
don't
and
let me
put
and
your
you fall out, man. Right? What I want to. If I'm going to talk to you, right, you need to
look.
listen. I listen to what you're
Oh,
saying.
some Muslims gave him
Right?
a
I
hateful
listen to
look.
what you're saying. You're not listening to me. Seriously. You're
Okay.
going to have more people. And you know what, Scotty? You're going to have more people, right, that are going to always back you when it comes to this argument. All right?
I don't,
Because lots of people. I'll tell you why.
why?
Because
Because
lots. I'll tell you why. Don't tell me what I'm going to tell you. I'll tell you why. Because right, a lot of people don't like what I do with recording. Yeah, that's one lot. You've also got
why,
a lot of Muslims that are
why,
backing you.
why,
All right. So
why don't,
therefore, you're going to
why
get
don't,
a lot of people that are going to like what you're doing. Apart from
no,
the Muslims, right?
I'm,
That
I'm
really can step out of the box, right? That can step out of the box, right, and be fair.
be fair.
Apart from those
So
Muslims,
you
apart
can
from those
record
Muslims, right?
anyone
The
whether they want
hateful
it
ones are
or
never
not.
going to see my point.
No,
Okay.
Brian, because you
Yeah.
just made a very good point. You mentioned the word fair, right? Now the word fair doesn't come into it with you because you do what the law allows and you don't care about fair. You only care if the law says you're allowed to do it. So why is it, right? When it's something that you have feelings about, they're valid, right? But the second it's not you and your feelings, yeah, and it's someone else, right? Then it doesn't matter about feelings, and it just matters about what the law says you're allowed to do. You're a bit of a hypocrite. Like if it's your feelings involved, then they're valid. If it's not your feelings, then it's about what the law says, and that is very hypocritical.
How can it be hypocritical when I've always said, right, I'm responsible for what I do. You are responsible for what you do. There's no hypocritical with nothing in that.
Yes, because all you've done is talk about your feelings. Oh my God, they hurt your
No,
feelings. It's a hateful look. What is a hateful look? No
I've
one can.
given you one
No.
example.
Look,
I've
it's
given you
subjective.
one
It's
example,
subjective. It's
right?
subjective. And hurt
I've
your
given you
feelings.
one example, right, of how
Maybe that
I've
hurt
given
your,
you one
hurt your
example,
bro.
right,
Look,
why I felt away. One example, okay? One
hurt your
example.
bro. It hurt your feelings. Poor you, Brian. Poor you. Oh, it hurt Brian's feelings. Poor you, bro. Like you're out there sticking cameras in like normal people's faces who don't want to be filmed, like, and you don't give a fuck about it either. You say it's raggo, like it's within the law. I'm gonna do it. I don't care about their feelings. But then you want to come in here and talk about your feelings are hurt. Are you tapped, bro? Are you actually tapped out? You don't care if you intimidate women. You don't care because you're doing it in accordance to the law, and you're coming on here talking about they give you a hurtful look and your feelings were hurt, bro. Are you mad? Are you actually mad, bro?
Do you know what? I listen to what you're saying just now, and I'm gonna respond to that. Let me tell you something.
Respond with
Yeah.
your own little waffle.
No,
That
no,
complete.
no. Listen.
But that's
Yeah,
the
I
fact.
listen to you. You listen to me. Listen. I listen
Go.
to you. Listen to me. Right.
Bismillah, let go.
Right. You talk about the way you just talked just then, right? You start to make your face up, right? Right? Like, so you're feeling that way. Let me tell you something. Listen. I'll listen to you. You listen to me, right?
It's
You listen to
about
me,
me. You're not going to
right?
address the point. You're going to talk about
Listen
me.
to me. You listen.
Can't listen to
Listen.
the point. What? Go.
Listen. Right?
Go.
I don't want you to say nothing, right, for the next
I'm
1
gonna
minute.
let you. You can
Right?
have as much growth as
Okay.
you need.
Now, I don't care about your followers, man. Good luck to them, right? Let me just say something, yeah? Right? You, right, have talked about lots of things, right? I mean, you've talked about lots of things, right? I respect that. Some people don't say lots of things that they do or what they've done in their past, right? Okay? Lots of people do things that they regret they've done in their past, all right? Let me tell you something, right? I don't class going out and making a little documentary because it's my documentary. The same way, right? If I'm going out with a camera and recording things or recording people and taking snaps and things like that, or having a conversation with someone and recording my interaction, as far as I'm concerned, right? There, you know what I mean? The way you just said just then, you made it sound
You
as if
said
I've
nothing.
done
I've given
something.
you 2 minutes.
I
You
haven't
said
finished
nothing.
that minute yet. You
said
made it
nothing.
sound
Go.
as if I've done. You made it sound as if I've done something wicked and evil, right? And let me say to you, right, if you really think and feel that I've done something wicked and evil compared to what you've done in the past and what many people have done in the past, right, I'm sorry, mate. You've got it wrong.
Okay. Have you finished? Because you didn't address my point at all. Nothing you said there addressed the point that we was discussing. Not one little bit. So I'm gonna ask you again, Brian. Right? If you don't give a fuck about anyone else, you will go and put a camera in their face because you are legally allowed to do so.
There you go, in their face.
bro. Why
You're doing the same thing that the comments I get.
Look, let me.
We talked about the 6 feet
finish.
distancing. So
All
we're
right,
talking
6
about in
foot
your
away.
face.
You're 6
You haven't
foot
listened
away.
to
No
a thing.
problem. 6 foot
No,
away. No
it's
problem.
feelings. Your feelings.
Look,
Your feelings.
you can't even let me think because you know, bro. Listen, why, should we give a crap about your feelings? Yeah, why should we care about how they gave you an evil, a hateful look and it hurt your feelings? Why should we care when you will go and put a camera 6 foot in front of someone's face and you don't care about their feelings or care about their what they want? Why should we care about your feelings being hurt? Why?
Because it's two different things.
You're tapped out, bro.
Two different things.
We care about your feelings, but not theirs.
Scott, it's two
We
different
care about your-
things, man. It's two different things.
Why is it different?
It's two
Why is it
different.
different?
Because I'll tell you why.
Why
I'll
are
tell you
your
what-
feelings valid, but their feelings are not?
No, I didn't say that. I've never said that. I've never said that. Why do you turn reverse everything I've said to you?
What?
Why do you do that?
You said you have feelings and she hurt your feelings, yeah? And I'm saying I don't care about them because you don't care about other people's.
Right, and I said to you, right, there's two different things.
Oh, so yours
Two
are valid.
different things. And I've explained everything to you. And I've explained, and the reason, and there's a connection here, right? The reason I felt away, because I treated that lady, right, as just a human being.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't treat her with the respect she wanted, okay? Now, when they looked at you, they didn't treat you with the respect you wanted because it was subjective.
Respect.
Yes.
Respect.
To respect her would have been to not
I didn't treat her with respect.
the respect she wants.
And what's the respect she wants?
She wants you to approach her. That's why she walks away quickly. She wears the hijab, she put her head down. She doesn't want you to approach her. And she has a right to not be approached if she doesn't want to be. And she has a right to walk away from you if you approach her. So why does she...
I'm not saying she's...
Okay, so why is it upset you then? She's doing what she's like allowed to do within the law. She's allowed to do that. So why is it upset you? But when you do what's
No, it didn't upset me.
I put a camera.
It didn't. No, who said it upset me? Who said it upset me?
You did.
I said I felt away because...
Exactly. You are upset.
No,
you
see the big
felt
picture,
away.
Scotty. Calm down, man. Calm down. Look at the big picture
Don't
here.
calm
Right?
down. Like
Don't just... Right. Okay. Don't just pick out, right, bits that you want to pick out, right? I gave you the full... I'm trying to let you see the scenario. When I actually show you, I'll show you the full scenario. So, okay, I didn't feel any way. I was quite surprised that she ignored me and then 4 doors. Oh, come on, man, listen.
What does it mean?
I was quite surprised. Right, but you don't listen. You do not listen.
You felt away, what does it
right?
mean?
Right?
You felt away,
you just asked me, right? You just said to me, right? You felt away. I'm just trying to explain to you, right? The reason why I felt away.
No,
right?
no, don't
so
tell
give
me
me
why.
a chance.
Don't tell me why.
Geez.
Tell me what feeling away means. What does it mean if you feel away? Don't tell me why. Tell me what it means.
How are you going to know what it means unless I explain to you?
Because you can't say it. It means you got emotional. It means it upset you, Brian. That's what it means. If you felt away, it means something's happened and it made you upset. It made you feel away.
Right.
So why should you care about your feelings, bro?
Right. First of all, you said, right, she has the right to walk away. Right? And I said to you... Oh, Jesus. I said to you, of course she has the right to walk away. But what surprised me is that she, 4 doors down, right, she walked in and used her key. That means, right, she did know where that place was. Let me finish. She did know where that place... She did know... Mate, listen. So she did know... I need to finish what I'm saying, right, so you see the full picture. So she did know where it was. So I thought, okay, that's fine. Leave that to one side. What sort of did it for me is when I looked across the road, right, and the dirty looks I got from those Asian guys, right, made me think to myself, they're only giving me dirty looks, right, because she had a headscarf on. And you know what I mean? In some of your religion, right, I don't know full fact, I can't quote your religion, right, you don't like it with anybody, right, apart from, right, somebody you perceive to be a Muslim that approaches that person, right? You've forgotten, right, that it's a road, right? We're all human beings, right? And anybody, at any time, could approach you to ask you for directions. If you don't know, you say, sorry, I don't know, right? What you've done, right, yeah, Scotty, right, is out of order because what you've done, hang on, what you've done, you've used that, right, to show your dislike for recording. And that's what most of the comments people do with me. They use excuses, right, because they don't like the fact that I record. You can't even see a point. You can't even respect a point that I've pointed out to you. All the lady had to say, and why would the guys give me dirty looks? Why?
Why? Who said said they're dirty. Maybe that's just how they look. Maybe they had a bad day. Maybe
No,
just
listen. Listen.
maybe
Don't you
he
think
just
I'm
pooed
mature
himself.
enough to tell the difference?
Maybe he pooed himself and he had a weird look on his
You
face.
don't think you're telling Scotty? Are you telling me if guys are right? If you've got 4 or 5 guys giving you dirty looks, you don't know if they're giving you dirty looks.
I'll tell you what. If I was you in that moment, I'd probably
Answer the question, man.
I'm
You're telling me you don't know.
I'm
You're telling me you don't know.
I'm answering it.
You see, you don't answer it. You don't want to answer it.
That moment, I would probably think that they are relatives of the woman I just approached, and I personally would feel uncomfortable, and I would leave because I've just approached someone's mum or sister, and clearly they don't want me to, and it's their mum.
Why was you chatting her up? Why would you been chatting her up?
How would they know at the other side of the road what you were talking
Exactly.
about?
Exactly.
So they're looking to see. What do you want them to do if that's their mum? Look away? Oh, there's a man I've never seen before talking to my mum. I'm going to look away. No, they're going to look and think, who is this guy? But that upset you, Brian.
Do you know how ridiculous that sounds?
Brian, didn't it?
Do you know how ridiculous that sounds?
Okay, so if your daughter's outside, if your daughter's outside and I approach your daughter, you're not going to look to think, who is this guy? Let me just watch for a minute, make sure she's okay. You're not going to do that.
And if I can see that, and if I could, and you just mentioned my daughter, let me just answer that. And if I can't see, you don't even want me to answer that, mate. You know, you see, this is it. You see, this is it. This is why I have to go back to the same thing all the time, right? You just mentioned my daughter, right? If that was the case, right, I would see you, right, as a person in a uniform, right? You can see your vehicle. You work for electrical company. Listen, you work for electrical company. You're asking a question, right? Yes, of course. I would look, but I wouldn't be giving you dirty looks, mate. I wouldn't be giving you dirty looks because you wouldn't be getting, and you know why they give me dirty looks, Scotty. You're not going to get away with this. You are not going to get away with it, mate. You're not going to. You know why? You know why they give me dirty looks. Why they give me dirty looks, Scotty? Why they give me dirty looks?
Well, they're trying to figure you out. They're just trying to figure you out. That's all.
No,
they're trying to figure you out.
Yeah, okay.
They don't know you. You've approached one of their relatives. They're trying to figure you out.
No.
And that upset.
Dirty looks?
They're dirty to you. Maybe he just pooed his pants and he had a dirty look on his face because he had shit in his underwear. How do you know?
I see, okay.
Maybe someone just stood on his foot. How do you know? Maybe he's just angry and that's how he looks. Maybe he was concerned and he squinted his eyes because he had bad eyesight. How the fuck do you know, Brian? How do you know? You don't.
Do you know what?
But it upset you. Oh, Brian's sad. Who hurt him?
Listen, right. Can I just say, right? Just to think, right? Me and Scotty, we might get upset with each other, right? And I keep saying it, right? But I love him as a brother, right? We're not going to fight each other. We're not going to flipping hurt each other, right? We can have the argument. I know Scotty would say the same thing. We can have our argument, a disagreement, right? We will do that, and I'm hoping we will always do that.
I would never take an argument outside of TikTok into the real world. Never would I ever. But look,
right. So the thing is,
we can agree to disagree. But look, Brian, at the end of the day, right? If you want people to care about your feelings, right, then you need to respect other people's feelings a little bit more, okay? Because if you're not going to give someone the respect of not filming them, even though you're in public and even though you have a lawful right to do so, if you're not going to give someone the respect to say, do you know what, I don't want to be filmed. Okay, sorry, I'm not going to film you. If you're not going to give someone that respect, no one's going to give a shit about you, brother. No one's going to care about your feelings.
But Scotty, I hear what you're saying. Bro. But let me tell you something, yeah, right? The only things you guys see is what I post, right? You don't know, right? When I do show respect, right? You don't know that because you don't see it. I don't put it up, right? So that's what but you see, I'm trying to explain. Every time you just want to get your point over, right? You can't accept things. You have to learn to accept things, right? Not just you.
Brian, I asked you, yeah? Would you, if someone asked you to not film them, would you? And you said, no, I would not respect
And I gave you examples. 2 examples.
No, but did you say that or not? Did you say you wouldn't?
I gave you 2 examples on the same subject.
No, but you
said,
you've forgotten
already.
No, they wouldn't.
Yeah, I know you did. And I gave you 2 examples.
Exactly. So you're not going to show people the respect when they ask?
No, but I gave you 2 examples.
I don't give a fuck about your examples. You said you would not show it anyone.
But it's important. They're important. The examples are important.
No, not. When you're sitting there telling I will not stop filming them if they ask. That's what you said. You said if you're filming someone and they ask you to stop, you would say, no, I have a legal right to film. That's what you said.
I would explain to him. I would explain to him, right? It's my rights to record.
That is wrong.
No, it's not wrong. It's not.
Legally,
It's not.
legally you're not wrong. Morally, you're wrong.
Right.
Morally,
Yeah.
you're wrong.
And I have explained that, right? That if I wasn't recording, right, and I asked them if I could record, and they said no, respectively, I wouldn't record them.
But then that's different. And why would you show?
But I explained that to you before.
No, but when I said to you, if I was out with my Muslim wife and she had a job on, you would say that you wouldn't stop filming her. You like it's her fault for being here. That's what you said. It's her fault.
I gave you two. I gave you 2 points on that. I gave you. There's two. Like I say, I'll keep saying it again, right? Like so that example you just gave. You're there with your Muslim wife, right? We're out in public. I'm already recording, approaching you. You might be somewhere. You might be at a building or whatever, right? And I'm already recording, right? I'm recording. You've just said, listen, I don't want to be filmed. I'm going to say to you, look, we're in public. It's my right to film. But if I approached you and I wasn't recording, right? And before I've started filming, you've seen me take my camera out, you're not going to know what I'm going to do. But as soon as I'm going to do it and you turn around and you said, look, I don't want to be recorded, then it would be up to me whether or not I recorded or not.
You wouldn't stop. You already said that.
I don't know. It depends on the circumstances.
Well, not there, but I can only go on what you said. When I asked you earlier,
right. It depends on the circumstances. It might be something that I want to record. Okay. So I'm responsible for what I do. Everybody else is responsible for what they do. I've always said that. I never change from that. I always say the same things because that's how it is. It's not me. There's times, right, that I haven't recorded something or I haven't posted it, right, but out of respect. But you don't see that. You guys only see what I post. So therefore, you can turn around and say you've got no respect whatsoever because you don't know and you don't know. And I'll tell you what. Hang on, Scotty. Just let's fight this point. Scotty, just this point. Let me just say about this point, right? Let me just say about this point, right? Let me just say a point. All the police officers, right? Anybody that is on here on this live, right? That I've done a recording before, right, or whatever, right? If you're on here, can you make a comment? Because each time, right, I've done a recording and I've finished the recording, we've had a chat. All the ones that don't understand why I've done it and why I've done it, I've explained. And you guys that I've recorded have been nice as pie. We've had a laugh, we've had a joke and whatever. The people that actually see the video only see the video. They turn around and say, you've got no respect, you're dear, you're a bully and whatever. Please tell these people, right, that's not how it is, right? Because you don't see the interactions that we have off camera.
I won't tell them that.
I
won't tell them that. I think, Brian, right? I think that...
Now, go on, say what? Say it.
I think some of the stuff you do is very valid, yeah? When you record policemen and make sure that they're working within their laws, I think them videos are beneficial, right? The other videos where you're filming random people, the videos where you're filming postmen and things like that, I think it's wrong. People if they say it's be filmed, then that's fair enough. But when you are
thank you, David Howard. Love to you too. Thank you. Yeah.
Like some people, like the way that they dress and the way that they carry themselves clearly is an indication that one, they don't want to be approached, and two, they definitely don't want to be filmed. And you should respect that. You have a right to still film them. Okay, we get it. But
big up to you, Kamaski. Yeah, I'm listening to you, man. Yeah, go on.
Something called common courtesy, yeah, where if someone doesn't want you to do something, even though you might have a legal right to do it, you still don't do it. That's
Ben for dog, love this respectful debate. Thanks, gents. Yeah, we're having a respectful debate. Me and Scotty always get a little bit heated at times, right? But you know what I mean. It's good to you speak your mind, and it's why lie. You just speak how you want to speak, and that's how it is.
Don't film people without their permission, whether you're outside or not. It's not hard.
Okay, someone's just said SZH Jishu says, I love you, Brian, as a Muslim. And it gives me a heart. I love you too. I love everybody. Scott, I was going to say something. That Scotty, that person, you said you're not going to tell me what they said.
No.
One thing, right, is people that want to say horrible, nasty, especially the ones, right, they want to do the violent thing, right?
But
words,
Brian,
Scott, words, right, and violence, right? If you want to call someone names and stuff like that, right, that's fine, call someone names. But when you start talking about violence, right, those people are hateful people. Scotty, if I was you, right, if I was you, don't have nothing to do with people like that, right? Because those people are hurtful people. They've got no love in their hearts, none.
If you film my wife I asked you to stop and you said no, I would attack you with vicious violence in that moment. And that doesn't mean I'm a hateful person. That's because my wife doesn't want to be filmed. I don't want her to be filmed. I've asked you nicely not to. You've refused, and you've left me no choice but to savagely bite your throat out.
Yeah, but then you'd end up in prison.
I don't care.
For assault.
You got to catch me first.
Yeah, but you do. Why did?
Like, if you think that people don't commit crimes,
Scotty, I'm gonna react to that in a minute. Let me tell you something. Yeah.
I'm telling you that
what you just.
I'm being
Yeah, right. Let me just say. Yeah, are you gonna repeat what you just said?
No, bro. If I'm with my wife, she doesn't want to be filmed. She's up. Yeah. I ask you, please, can you not film my wife? You say no, I will bite your throat out. And if you think, okay, you're gonna go to jail, you think everyone who's committed the crime has gone to jail? Do you think that?
Right. Okay. Right. I'm gonna respond to that. Right.
Go for it.
I'll tell you how I see that. Let me say this, right? Say I was in your position, right, and I'm out with my wife, and someone starts to record me, right? You think I'm gonna put myself to end up going in prison, right? I was someone. Hang on, man. Let me finish, man. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Right.
Hang on. You see, right? I'm going to get to the point. This is very important. This point is very important. And you'll see how silly your comment is, right?
No.
I would.
What you're saying is
you can't even wait. You can't. You see,
I would be okay.
Everyone can see this.
Otherwise, you're being hypocrite.
So. Entertainment Memtech says, Scotty, you're being immature. Yeah, I agree at this point, right? You are being immature because you don't want to hear the answer. All right? I'm going to make a... All right, here's the point I'm going to make to what you've just said. You just said, right? You just said, if you're out with your wife, don't forget, it's not something that's happened. This is a scenario, right?
Yeah.
And see how you're getting upset already. Okay, so this is your scenario. Let me react to your scenario, yeah? So you're out with your wife and you're in public, yeah? A random person, not just me, anybody, comes up, right? And they're making a recording. They happen to be pointing the camera, right, at you too. Don't forget, that person has not attacked you. That person has not attacked your wife. Hang on, wait, mate, wait. That person hasn't attacked your wife. That person hasn't thrown, right, drink or water over you they haven't personally done nothing. But you, right, because you want to tell them what they can do, you are willing to go to jail, right, to commit violence against them because of your feelings of them recording. That is unbelievable.
Yep, 100% I'll do that.
That is unbelievable.
I don't care. What's unbelievable?
And that is what I'm trying to change. I'm trying to change people's mindset. I'm trying to change people's mindset with people have the freedom to record in public. And that's what I'm trying to change.
What's unbelievable is this, is that you think, right, you have a...
Yeah, Kane Holmes, listen. Okay, right. I know what you're saying, right?
I don't care.
But let it go. Let it go.
One day, you're going to do that and someone's going to bite out your throat.
Someone's been saying that for 2 years. I've had lots of that for the last 2 years.
You're gonna.
Let me tell you something. Scotty, let me tell you something, right, mate? Let me tell you something, and I'm telling you, right. And this is the last time I'm going to say this, right? I'm saying to you, right? I'm me. You're you. People are people. I'm people. I'm people. People. I respect people. People. Right. I respect all peoples. Right. Let me tell you something, right? My rights, my little camera, right? Me going out and recording in public is my hobby. That's what I want to do. Let me tell you something, yeah? You talk about one day someone's going to do... Listen, let me finish what I'm saying. You talk about one day... Listen, I'm a nice person. I'm a nice, right? I'm not a violent person. I am, right, a respectful person.
You're not respectful, Brian.
Right?
You're talking...
If it comes to...
You would not stop filming a woman if she asked you to. If a woman asks you to stop, you say no. How are you a respectful person? You have no respect. None.
You don't know...
Zero.
So there's...
None.
Scotty, is there all types of respect?
Is there all types of respect?
Is there all types of different respects?
Respect, there are loads of different things that make up respect. Yeah, the way you speak to people, the way...
Thank you very much.
Behind their back.
Thank you very much.
If you won't stop someone, they ask you, you have no respect for them.
In your opinion.
How can you respect someone if they are asked not to film them and you say no?
Listen, right, let me tell you something, right? I'm no bad man, right? But you or anybody else, right, ain't gonna tell me what to do. If it means, right, you're gonna attack me. You want to listen? Let me tell you, anybody to anybody, right? Right? I'm all love, right? I'm all love. I'm all love. Don't come to me with no violence, right? I'm not interested. I'm not interested, right? I am not interested. Don't think, right? You think you see. This is what people do. They think, right, because they're feelings, right? They can turn around. If you do this, don't tell me
You're
rubbish,
crying about your
right? You
feelings.
can't tell me nothing. You
Oh,
can't.
you're gonna talk to
You
me.
cannot tell me.
Oh,
You or anybody can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me
you're
nothing,
crying,
right?
bro.
You can't tell me nothing. Not anybody
You're
out
crying.
there. If I'm out there doing my thing, don't tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing.
If
All
you come
right.
and put a
And if
camera
you
in my
think, and
wife's face,
you or
I'm
anybody,
asking
if you or
no.
anybody, right, think, you or anybody think, right, you can come to me, right, with your violence, thinking you can do anything you want with me. It ain't gonna happen. Understand? It ain't gonna
Brian.
happen. So
Whoa,
this
whoa,
nice person,
Brian,
hang on, let me finish.
Brian,
This nice, nice, lovely,
no.
warm, gentle
Listen,
person, right, will
Brian,
defend himself, right? Will
listen.
defend
Because
himself,
what you
right?
said
If
wrong.
you are not
What you said
educated
wrong.
enough,
What
if
you said
you are not
wrong.
intelligent
What
enough
you
to
said wrong.
understand, right, that people
Brian,
have rights,
stop
I am
talking
not
crap.
concerned, right,
Stop
about
talking
your
crap.
rights. I'm
Stop
concerned about my
crap.
rights. I'm
Stop
not
talking
concerned
crap.
about what you want
Stop
to do in
talking
public.
crap.
I'm
Stop talking
concerned about
crap.
what I want to do in public. Don't tell me
Crap.
nonsense, man.
Stop
I don't
talking
want to
crap.
hear.
What, Brian, what you
Don't
said
want
is
to
wrong.
hear. You
You
come
just
with
said,
your violence,
right. Let me talk.
unintelligent, man.
Oh, okay.
Go on,
So you
Scotty.
said,
Go on,
right?
man.
Right, that no one can come up to you and tell you what to do. That's fine. No one can. That isn't the situation I'm talking about. The situation I'm talking about is you coming feet in front of my wife and putting a camera in her face, me asking you not to, and you saying no. Yeah, that isn't the same as me just coming out randomly finding you to bring violence to you. I'm walking with my wife. You've come 6 feet in front of my wife. You put a camera in her face. I've asked you not to. You said no. In that case, it's me coming and bringing violence to you, is it? Brian, with all due respect, you're tapped out, and I can't continue this conversation for another second. Continue that conversation. The guy is tapped out. Why does he feel he has a God-given right to go up to someone and put a camera this close to their face and say, well, I'm within the law to do that? Yeah? And then if you turn around and show him violence, then you've come and seeked him out for violence? How have you come and seeked him out for violence? You've come 6 feet in front of my wife. You've put a camera in her face. I've asked you no. Can you please stop? You stood there and told me no. I am not going to stop. I'm going to film your wife. And you expect me not to bite your throat out. Are you mad? Are you even mad? Are you even like... I can't understand these people, bruv. That is mad. Like, how does he think that in any way, shape, or form that is justified? How does he think that? And like, and this is the defense that they sit on, right? I'm legally allowed to do it. Legally, I can sit here and drink 20 bottles of vodka. Legally, I can do that right now. I can go to the shop, I can buy 20 bottles of vodka, and I can sit here and I can drink the whole lot. Legally, I'm allowed to do that. Does that mean it's a good thing? Does that mean that we should all go and do that? No. It's stupid. Who would get 20 bottles of vodka and sit there and drink it all? No one. But we're legally allowed to do it. And there's some people, right, who, like, as long as legally, that's their loophole. Legally. Which is why I don't go by what's legal. It's about what's morally right. You know, you don't go up to someone and film their wife. You don't do it. And if you are just like by chance filming something and their wife is in the shot and they ask you to stop, you stop. You stop. Like, there's no discussion on it. Like, literally, why is it even a discussion? Why is it even a discussion? And it was always you Muslims, wasn't it? Like, you Muslims this, you Muslims that. Like... These people are tapped, bro. These people are so tapped. And then, like, they want to be like, oh, but I'm allowed. Okay, you're allowed. Yeah? I'm going to bite your throat out. Same way. I don't care whether you're allowed or not. Like, is there even one man walking this earth that if a man come and was filming their wife in front of them, they asked them to stop, the person said no. Is there one man on earth who would not kick the living shit out of that man in that moment? Is there one? I don't know. Like, let me know. Is there one? Is there one? But yeah, cold coldest nation. You started that off, bro. Like you pressed the button, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You pressed the button, bro. That was a madness. That was a madness. You literally pressed the button, bro. That was funny, bro. Man just pressed the button, yeah, sat back and just watched it go off, bro. Because it was all nice until then as well. It was all nice until then. Standard, bro. But I'm going to try and bring some people on. I took the W on that, man. You turned into a white hole. All right, I'm going to try and bring some more people on. We're going to have some good lives, yeah? I'm going to bring some more people on. We're going to get some good debates. So keep tapping the screen for me. Oh, look. We got that connecting thing. Yeah, we can. It's going to bring random people now. Yeah. So if they're nice, we're going to be nice. And if they're not, we're going to troll. Right. So we're going to get different types of lives here now. Yeah. We're going to have some troll ones. We're going to have some serious ones. Who knows? I don't even know. But it's going to be fun. Stick around. Tap on the screen. But yeah, man. Let's see who we get in here. We're going to get some good people in there, I think. Yeah, what he kept doing, he just reading out nice comments about him and bad comments about me. Like, I could have done that. I could have sat there and read out all the people supporting me, yeah? And read out all the people that was boying him off. But I didn't do that. What's the point? What's the point? You know? You made my day. I love you. Thank you, man. How many wives you want? Just the one, please. I'm using this platform. Sorry, that's cool, man. Do your thing. He was gaslighting. He was chatting bare shit, man. Bare shit, bro. Yes, I've seen what he was doing. Narcissistic behaviour. Legit, Brian was generalising experience. Muslim, yeah, man. 100. Did you make my day? Thank you. For a woman who is barely wearing anything, said she didn't want to be filmed, it would go crazy. That's a fact, you know. Why are you using Queen's pics? What? Set him off big time. I know he did, innit? He did, man. But look, man, this thing's gonna bring someone on in a minute. Hopefully, it's just gonna randomly throw someone on. Thank you, Kate. Go live with a girl and debate her on something. It basically what it's doing. I press the button and it's randomly gonna choose someone in a minute. Yeah, and I have no control over who it brings me now. Debate some kafir, inshallah, bro. Like, it's literally just gonna bring some random person on in a minute, you know. Don't think there's any mods. I don't care. I don't need mods. I don't need no mods, man. Let the comments, just let the people talk smack. Hey, I wasn't even about backing you, bro. It's the right thing, bro. Thank you for Dublin 511. Yes, it wasn't about backing you, bro. It was about what's right, you know. I'm not here to back people. I'm like, if you're speaking the truth, I'm gonna speak it with you, you know. It's not about like backing people, no. Don't debate careful, yeah. Look, I'm not like, look, it's completely at random. It's completely at random. You stood your beliefs for respect it. You mean shout it? What? Nobody asked you, bruv. No hate, but why are you not allowed to have pictures of Muhammad, but then allowed to have a low? I don't know what a low is, but you're not allowed to have a picture of any prophet. It doesn't matter if it's Moses, Jesus, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. No matter who it is, it doesn't matter who it is. You're not allowed to depict their face, no matter what. So, yeah, right. I'm just requesting people now because that little thing didn't work, and I'm literally just gonna push it on as many different people as possible to keep